best rapper out there. I heard his tape. I quit rapping the next day, bro.
Right about now, I know y'all digging it, so just turn up your radio. About to bring it.
Yeah, instead
Wow.
of D365.
I hear that. My ears perk up. YouTube and shit when there's a podcast going. By the way, oh, never mind. But yeah, no, I my brain trailed off.
What's really good?
My brain shut
It's
off.
really good. Yeah,
My brain shut off when we played the fucking intro, that's
man.
for sure.
It's always something.
Wow.
But
Always
listen, it was
something.
okay.
Yeah, we're rolling. We're good.
Yeah, we're chilling. I'm posting that we're like live in a bunch of Discord stuff. So
All right.
yeah,
Run it
yeah.
up. Run it up.
Yeah,
yeah.
sick, dude. I can't wait to just get at notifications.
Hell yeah.
Oh, there you
Yes, sir.
At everyone, at fuck you.
go. Is that how your week's been? Fuck you.
Honestly, yeah, kinda.
Oh.
My week's been long.
I've been on one.
Yeah. Not the greatest for me either. Just word of the week: incompetence. I can't stand it.
Oh, you're not the only one. I had to go. I had orientation for the new Banditos in Towson.
Mm.
There's just gonna be a bunch of kids from college. Honestly, most of them look like they're gonna be able to know what the fuck to do.
Okay.
But like the head honchos are like mad that I can't be there for 3 days, and I'm like, I've been with the company for I don't know, maybe what, like 2 months ish, and
Gotcha.
I've never been able to work these 3 days. So guess what?
Yeah, it's gonna stay
I'm
that
still
way.
not able to work these 3 days.
Right. And that's what
You know?
I was hired and agreed upon. These 3 days,
My
not
bosses
happening.
think I'm gonna be here forever, and I'm like,
Yeah, you do.
You realize I'm gonna be not here forever.
Right.
But one really, really awesome thing is I found out Purdy is gonna be my boss.
Oh, cool.
And he got one of our old bartenders from back in the day when we used to go to Towson all the time come back as a bartender.
Oh, sweet.
So it's gonna be a good time.
It's always good when you like who you work with and you know who
Yeah.
you work with.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a bunch of fucking young kids, and I don't know how that's gonna go.
Well, I got at least another 2 more weeks out of town, and we've been done this last month.
Oh,
Damn.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Because the whole
More
school.
engineering problems. Or
Oh
what?
yeah. Well, that
Nice,
and just
man.
like the client now at this point's pushing the project manager around and have dumb shit.
Sick.
Like
dude.
redoing entire rooms. Like, we redid one room because it was done a certain way and redid it to match what everything else was. Now we went back to another room that was already done to change it to what the other one that we just changed was. And we're like, wait, why? I thought
All
you
the
said no
ass
racks.
backwards
And
bullshit.
it's crazy. So yeah, the school that we were supposed to start this week or last week rather, we haven't even started yet. So
Nice.
yeah, it's
dude.
Good gravy.
been great.
nice.
So back
I'm
down to
happy for
Georgetown
you.
tomorrow.
I'm
Woo!
happy for you.
Well, happy Father's Day.
But yes, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Yes.
And to the almost fathers, because still a child that you made that's growing.
It's true.
Thanks. Yikes. Yeah. Anyway.
about that?
Wow. I'm like spaced out right now.
I see that.
Are you okay?
Gong showed over
Yeah.
there.
Is it the oversized shirt?
No, I'm chilling.
It's swimming.
Yeah, it's way too comfy, dude.
I'm chilling.
Need you to wear tighter shirts.
Fuck that. Man, I don't know where to start, to be honest. When it comes to like,
did you have a good week?
yeah, I mean, my week was long. It's a bunch of training on an account that I have to take over, and it's just a lot, and it's a really complex
Training's
account.
always fun.
Yeah.
Looks like we're all kind of fucked.
Yeah, I think we're all like zoned.
I'm good. I'm just pulling chat up.
I'm not good. I'm not ever good. I did take a Claritin though, so I'm not gonna be sneezing.
I can hear, I can hear your nose.
Yeah, I know.
Is that a thing?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a thing, right?
Yeah,
I
you
can
can
hear
hear
that
it
you're.
with
in
my
voice.
nose.
I can hear your nose.
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully I don't just break out into 25 sneezing fits.
Will
I'm
not
happy.
sneeze.
I'm happy you actually went and got meds, dude.
Yeah,
That shit's-
give
no,
something
honestly,
a
that
try
shit's
instead of just suffering through
that
it.
shit's miserable.
That shit was.
Your
absolutely
windows aren't
terrible.
even open though. I don't know how the fuck you're getting smacked by that shit.
Well, through the AC and so I mean the AC is sucking air from the outside into it.
Yeah.
You need a new AC unit.
It's probably not gonna happen.
Probably
Yeah, no. it's all good.
not. Is what it
I'm
is.
chilling. Claritin, baby. Woo! Sponsor me.
Yo, got that Claritin dip.
Claritin dip.
Is it Claritin D?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think so.
Claritin D. Deal.
Yeah.
I dip, you dip, we dip.
Let's just talk about Miss Marvel.
All
I
right.
just watched it.
Yep.
The last
watched
20
some
minutes
of
are
it,
now
yeah.
very fresh in my head. The first
Yeah.
couple
Yeah.
minutes, no idea. Because I've been on a fucking Sons of Anarchy binge.
Oh, there you
A better show. Actually,
Yeah.
yeah,
it is.
dude, watching that shit again, that is like the acting was so bad
Really?
early on.
Oh, in the first
It's
season.
so
Yeah, I know.
bad.
Yeah, the first season is pretty terrible.
Oh my god. If that's the way biker gangs ran, there's no doubt in my mind that they could get busted on the spot.
Yeah.
Fair.
So you're a little obvious.
Yeah, dude. It's like
Um,
trying to catch fucking Leia running through a fucking tree forest.
Apparently, that's a task and a half.
Exactly. I don't have any prime information that sticks to this person except for the 17 tapes, but I'm still not going to arrest him. Back on track.
Back on Miss
Yeah.
Marvel.
Back on
So,
beta.
I mean,
I love
it's got
that.
9 episodes, I think, right?
I thought it was 6.
Oh, it's 6.
Yeah, it's She-Hulk.
Oh,
this
no,
time.
that's She-Hulk. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I was like, yeah, no, don't do that to me.
episode 2, it still hasn't,
Oh, not grabbed you, huh?
progressed any.
Has
No.
not grabbed me at all.
I mean, so there are
Especially
parts
since
of it.
she let somebody fall and didn't grab them
Yeah, she did. She
She-
saved them.
Well,
with a broken
she also
ankle.
could have gotten the kid off the goddamn thing first. Like, hey, here, you get off on the roof, then I jump off. You know?
Yeah.
Would have been
Somebody
safe.
go get a
But
trampoline.
Spoilers. The kid stole the shoes.
Yeah.
The kid was wearing this. So should he have been saved? He should have fallen.
This
Well,
is what you get.
It's one
for
thing to
being
take
a
in fact
dick.
here, and that is they are Versace.
That's what I'm talking about.
So I think you
My
let
man
him.
stole
I think
$5
you let him
grand.
drop. I think you let him drop.
You don't save him.
Yeah. And then when he drops and dies on the car, you bloop bloop, you just take them shoes right off.
Right.
Yep. I mean, they were like the 10th pair that he stole.
Exactly.
This kid hustling
This-
out there, dude. I
right.
can appreciate the grind though. Just
Like,
don't.
what are you doing with 10 pairs of Versace's, bro?
He's flipping them.
Gotta be eBay fucking shoes, dog.
Dude, why do you think he was going up? He was taking snapshots up there to like, dude, check out the Versace's on the clock tower.
I got him again.
and then he slips off.
I don't know.
So yeah, but I love
If
that
he's
scene.
posting those, he's definitely under his own name. He has no alias yet. That he will be caught.
Yeah,
It's
they'll get him down there on the ground.
11-year-old dude stealing shoes.
it's weird because like there's definitely elements of the show that I enjoy.
This is also true. And I feel like honestly, there's going to be a lot of info this next episode.
Yeah, I think
It
so
kind of
too.
has to be?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
It's
Absolutely.
halfway through the series.
yeah. That's also true.
This will be the halfway episode, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
The next
yeah,
one, the next one.
week. This week coming up.
That's
Yeah.
where I'm like, what are we doing here?
She finally found out the power.
Well, not entirely.
No.
We did get a
Her
little
arm didn't
insight
grow long
on,
enough.
No. Thought
Huh?
she was Mr. Fantastic. I thought she was gonna be fantastic.
That's
No.
what I thought too.
Because she grew her hand before.
I thought when she missed, it was gonna punch the kid. Like I
On
mentioned,
second thought,
like I mentioned, Green Lantern.
yeah.
Remember when he gets the big green hand? I thought it was just gonna do that to that kid. Fuck your shoes, dog.
Just knocks
Now
him out of the
now
shoe.
Exactly. The shoes stay there and
Oh,
fall,
it's
on the,
terrible.
fall
like-
into the box that he stole them out of.
she catches the shoes
Yeah,
and it's like,
she's
"Here's
still-
your shoes, ma'am."
It just landed.
Yeah.
Thank you, Miss Marvel.
Thank you for my shoes. That 11-year-old could kick rocks.
Yeah, but there's definitely like,
I'm having a good time making fun of it.
I know.
yeah, I mean there's definitely some things in it that are interesting. There's some things in it that are just so cringe still.
Yeah, the CW-ness of things,
Yeah.
I guess. If you
Yeah.
in plot, not necessarily in looks, because it looks better than I think CW stuff generally looks.
Yeah, I'll
But
agree with that.
I think it does as well because of the culture that they're in. They are
Mhm.
colorful people.
Definitely,
They're not walking
especially
around
in festival and all that.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That shit fascinates me. One of my homies from back at college, his entire family was like that as well. And I'm like, are you guys having me over for like dinner? Because I'm down.
yeah,
I will wear the clothing.
yeah. They definitely get down. I forget what the
Get off
celebration
your feet
was,
and jump around.
but
I'm not sure.
but-
The mosque scene was pretty funny.
yeah,
Like where they were talking and he was like, "I'm glad that your, relationship is good, but like, please don't talk to her in my lecture."
yeah.
I was laughing at that.
There, and then you had the other two girls that were like texting and stuff, or
Yeah, yeah.
Snapchat.
Yeah, dude.
It's
no
Snapchat.
Snapchatting during this.
Snatch chat.
God.
What?
I guess it's just like
It was invented for high school kids.
for me, like the driving thing is like cringe. Like
Oh,
where,
yeah.
where they're like, "Oh, I'll take you for a driving lesson." Ooh.
But so I'm confused on that too, because like, wait a minute, does she not have a license?
No,
Because she failed the test.
yeah, she doesn't have a license.
You're an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah,
Anyway.
that's why when that happened, I was like, why?
Right.
Dude, unless I guess it's different these days. When I first got my license, if one of my friends was like, "Yeah, let me drive," I'd be like, "You're
no
funny.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, there ain't no way.
You're funny."
I never let anybody drive my car.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't believe that when he was like, "Yeah, I'll pick you up after school. We'll go for a driving lesson." I'm like,
Now,
What?
and is he's
I would've
is he a
done that.
senior
I think he's.
or even in school?
I thought he was older than that.
Yeah,
That's-
well, because
that-
he looks older than that.
Yeah, and I was like,
It's just it's
so the whole
like
time I
it's
was
weird.
like,
It's
what is
fucking
happening?
weird. It's fucking
Yeah.
weird.
I didn't really get it. I
And then
just-
trying to sell like to her brother, like, oh, this is our cousin that I just made up that you don't know about.
yeah,
But
and
I
then-
did like how he came up with the harem something.org, whatever.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. The guidance counselor
Oh,
really upsets me.
not a fan.
Not
Why?
a fan either.
Because I
Just
I
the
missed the first, what,
Oh,
15,
oh,
15
okay.
minutes?
It's
Yeah, but you saw the
so-
guidance
see,
counselor in the first episode.
Yeah,
like,
they
it's the
haven't-
same. It's more
He's
over the top.
annoying as shit.
It's like I don't know
It's just-
what it is. It's not him. it's like the writing that they're doing for his character. It's really weird how it like
when I mean
toes the
when
line
I
of
say
like
him, I
breaking the
don't
fourth
mean
wall.
I don't mean like the actor.
No, I know.
I mean
yeah.
exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Like he's portraying exactly what you want, but it makes me not like him.
it's like his
personally.
it's like his lines. I'm
Right.
like
That's what I
he
mean.
did this whole like towing the line of breaking the fourth wall in this episode, and I was like, "Hey, buddy, I don't like
This is
I-
Deadpool.
I'm aware of what's going on.
Mhm.
Like you don't have to
This
like
is your
explain
this is your moment right here.
Dude,
You got to
what are
take it.
talking about? I feel like that they were like
Gotta go to
leaning
Caltech.
into it to be funny, and I just was like, no, it's not funny.
Didn't work.
It's not funny.
And
to
like
me.
I see the same thing too with the guidance counselor that wants to relate to the kids,
yeah,
but it's like
100%.
over the top trying to relate to the kids.
It's almost like
100%.
creepily.
Yeah.
Not
Is it
to me.
towing the line?
To me, it's not like creepy though. It's not like creepy.
No.
To me, it's just you're
Borderline.
trying
It's-
too hard.
right.
Like, you're
It's over the top,
way
just-
too hard. Yeah.
And again, I
The
don't think it's
writing of it.
necessarily
Can you look
the
at it
acting of
in-
the
Can you
acting
look at
goes
it in a
into
way that you like fucking relate to me? Not that you're trying to be like.
Well, I can understand like a guidance counselor trying to talk real to kids and not
Exactly.
like
I don't
you're
want-
just
I
a
don't want-
student or whatever.
That's how my guys.
but it seems like placating.
Were.
Yeah,
Mine were
that's
all
a good
fucking-
word for it. Is that he very much seems like he's placating kids as opposed to actually like guiding them.
Yeah, mine was ex-military, so he was like, you got to get your shit done, otherwise, da 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 da. I'm like,
Our guidance counselor was pretty
Okay.
chill.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
they-
he was chill when he needed to be.
yeah, like
He
ours.
also graduated from where I did. And he's like, I know the system here. Just you got to get this done to do
yeah,
this. And then
that's like
he's like, has anybody given you like an outline of what the fuck the rest of your life's gonna be? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, let me break it to you. You're gonna get disappointed a lot, and it's up to you to do this, that, and the other. I'm like,
my guidance
Sick.
counselor tried to do that type of stuff with me, and
Mhm.
I remember looking at them and being like, "I'm 17."
yeah.
And then they were like,
I mean,
and I was like,
I took it as a good
that's
impact.
it. I was like, I want to like be 17.
And then
Don't care
18.
about. Yeah, yeah. Like I
It'll be
don't care
18.
about this. Shit.
And then
yeah,
You see
like,
where we're
and-
going.
Yeah, you're
you
right.
see the yearly number uptick, right?
Yeah,
In
and
my age,
I
I
don't.
took that as educational to me from my guy. Still,
Right, well, so-
still lived my 17-year-old life.
correct, but that's not the
Right.
vibe that I get from
No,
this
not at all.
guidance counselor.
Correct.
Or his or her mom.
Well,
It's weird with
In
her
that
mom,
first
though.
dude, in that first episode, I'm like, dude, she's what, a sophomore?
Yeah,
I'm
but
like, you need to fucking chill.
it's
That's a
It's that- it's
15-year-old.
that
this
family
episode kind
dynamic
of
and
like,
tradition.
I know
of-
it's I know it's a tradition.
Well, they
Not tradition. It's literally
Yeah.
just that culture.
in
Correct.
this episode they kind of flesh out her mom a little bit more as
She's trying to
like-
push that for a different reason,
well. It's because
and I know.
her
kinda with that.
mother disappeared and brought shame on like the entire family for doing so.
But we don't know what the
so-
shame
I was
was
gonna
yet.
say
well,
right.
but she doesn't the reason she's so strict is because she's taken it upon herself to make up for what her mom has done.
Right,
And
yeah,
she
yeah.
doesn't want her daughter to
Make same mistakes or make
make mistakes
in general.
that tarnishes all the hard work that she's done for so many
Shit,
years.
I wish my fucking family did that.
So it but
that
that
For
goes to
real.
like you're not going out in the skimpy outfit
Ex-
to the thing because
1000%.
our name
yeah.
Kamala Khan will
That's
not
why
be
you're not
smeared.
having girls over the house by yourself. Oh, sorry,
It's
Ma.
well, and it's
It's
just
gonna happen anyway.
yeah.
At 17 years old.
though that's like that's why her mom it doesn't like suck, but that's just why she's just like really strict. And I think her dad tries to meet the middle ground.
Yes, definitely.
You know, getting painted like the hawk,
Yeah,
and stuff like
Yeah,
that, and
that's what-
everything.
I like that's what I
And-
said. I like that aspect of it in the
yeah,
first one.
and the dinner
Opposites attract, dog.
the dinner table scene in episode 2 where they're all eating together and explaining kind of the backstory of what happened
what was it called?
to her
the,
mom.
The partition?
Partition.
Yeah,
Partition.
partition. Yeah,
Or partition. I don't. Could be either or.
I don't know.
But I believe that was the splitting from, or the creation of Pakistan from
Correct.
India or Bangladesh.
Yes.
So
But yeah, so that was a cool scene to me. Like
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
Is
you
that
know,
where we left off when I started watching with you?
that was it was
Yeah,
around the
roughly.
end of that scene.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed that.
But that was where
right,
they kind
because
of
you saw the
fleshed out
brother
her
say
mom.
everybody has their own partition story and
Yeah.
it's
Right.
all the same
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
whatever.
And
Which I liked
and
that. I
her
thought that was
mom
cool.
was like, "Stop talking about
Right.
it."
Well, right,
Walks
yeah.
away and's like, "Gonna keep talking
She
about
and I mean,
it."
you can tell she's really bothered by it too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
she,
dude,
she
and-
really
and that's
does
supposedly
not.
whatever happened with her mother
her
happens.
her facial features sell every bit of her fucking feelings. And
Yeah.
it's great.
The parents
because she's
are
she's
great.
talking to Kamala and she's like, her face is very fucking like, don't fucking do this shit.
Expressive as shit. Yeah.
Very. But
Yeah.
like like episode 1, she's like, don't do this shit, but like haha kinda. And then when she gets home after sneaking out, it's that same face. Like,
yeah, where she's
are you fucking stupid?
dropping the hammer.
Yeah, dude. She's a very good actress. Like that.
They also are questioning the girl who got saved at the con from episode
Right.
1.
Yep.
This company though,
The famous one.
I don't understand who they are.
What did
or
you say?
What
What
they
it was
are.
It's a
DOD.
On
DODC.
the back of their shirt. It
Dadcock.
was DODC.
Sorry.
And at the end of this episode, they seems like
They
they're
pull all the guns out, didn't fire a single bullet.
yeah. I don't really understand.
Are they those shield
Department
rounds?
of Damage Control.
Nothing was
Whoop.
damaged.
Do.
Interesting?
Well, there was damage. There was damage at the Avengers company.
Yeah, fucking
They
Ant-Man
might
head
specialize
rolling around
in
like, a
like the
bouncy ball.
damage control of like super humans though. Like
Right,
the like
enhanced.
destruction. and-
Enhanced
So, what,
is
Sword?
what dude told.
Well, I don't think Sword is I forget what Michael Keaton is when he's Vulture.
Mhm.
But I know that his company has a deal with the government to clean up the debris.
I was gonna say I don't think his company was with. He might be like
It was a contract.
like an under right.
Yeah,
like
but I
an
forget
underling.
with who. I don't
don't
know what
think
the,
it
like the
was
umbrella
Sword.
was.
I mean, Department of Damage Control sounds like that would be the
The
umbrella
cover
maybe.
of Sword.
yeah, or the subfactor of Sword that
Right.
would be dealing with that.
That
Yeah.
damage control.
But I think that this company is in that regard, like being like, oh, this super person like fucked up the city. We're in here to clean
Yeah,
it
so
up.
but to me, Damage Control is kind of like the cleanup crew. That's what I
Yeah.
envision. So why are the Damage Control going after somebody who they don't know? It seems like that would be a different department.
I
to
really
me.
hope this doesn't fuck it up.
Yeah.
Fuck it up, fuck it up. No, it's going. It's good. Oh yeah.
Charge my baby.
So
We just like lose power.
Yeah,
Right, dude, I would have been so fucking. Both cameras turn off. Fucking microphone goes fuzzy. I'd be like, I am literally leaving.
Bye. But no, it didn't happen.
Bye.
didn't happen.
Yeah.
So
So again, I mean, and the vision sequence stuff when they do that in this show, I like that. I think it's cool.
yeah,
I think it works and I think it's done well. But again, I mean, there's stuff like, when they're in the car and Kamala.
Ilya.
Sorry. I'm not all here.
Camellia.
But yeah,
It's
so
a lizard.
yeah, she's sitting in the passenger seat talking to the dude she has a crush on. They're
Yeah.
talking about
Ooh.
movies and stuff. And then whatever his name is, Barry or whatever, I don't know what his
Bruno?
name is.
Bruno. Correct.
Bruno.
Damn.
Damn, you
comes
guys
in the-
have awful memories.
Yeah, whatever, dude. He like comes up in the middle of the car and he's
Didn't
like,
even
"I
say it.
like these movies too," or whatever, and you can tell that he is like in
They
love
were like
with
Bollywood
her and
movies or
stuff.
something like that.
I
So it's
I'm
kind of like
like, dude,
Joseph in Stranger Things being weird with Nancy, and then they actually start dating.
Who?
Jesus Christ, never mind.
Joseph?
Yeah.
Jonathan?
Jonathan.
yeah, you talking
Yeah,
about us
that's
as bad
what I was
memories, you
like, wait a minute.
motherfucker.
Well, listen, he's
Yeah,
fucking
listen.
forgettable.
yeah.
He is a
So is the whole
idiot in
cast
the
of this
show.
fucking show.
So why are we watching it? Joseph. Who the fuck is Joseph in
Yeah,
that
that-
show?
You're
like-
like, and they start dating. Like,
I'm
wait
like
a
looking.
minute.
I'm like
Who's,
thinking.
who
in my
is
head,
Joseph in that show? Isn't there a Joseph?
No,
Yeah.
there's not.
I don't think there's one Joe.
I know there's a fucking Yuri.
Yeah, there is a
Yeah,
Yuri.
there is.
I went to school with a kid named Yuri.
And Murray.
And
And
Murray.
Murray. Yuri and Murray.
And Hopper.
No Joseph though.
No.
Fuck you, I'm gonna find one.
Dude, there's no Joseph in that show.
Maybe like the
None,
cook.
none that are.
I was
none
gonna say
that
the
are-
cook
that
in
are-
the
Watch it
beginning
like
of the
a-
first
it's
episode.
like
Nope,
none
that's
that are
Benny.
relevant.
Watch it
Sorry.
be like this guy's credited as like extra named Joe,
Joe.
or something. It starts like I found him.
I just want to know because if there's not, why the fuck did I even think of Joseph?
I think you were just thinking of
Jay,
Jonathan. and it
Jonathan,
just,
Joseph.
Yeah, I think you just thought of
John.
Joseph
Jay,
instead.
Hammerschmidt. No.
Joseph Quinn in Stranger Things.
Oh, the actor's
Oh,
name.
it's okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Fucking Eddie
Fun.
Munson.
Yeah, Eddie's real name is Joseph.
Yeah.
Got it.
Mhm.
God damn
We
it.
found
There
one.
you go. All right, well, there's the link.
There-
that,
yep.
that makes sense. Dude, oh my god.
That's funny as fuck.
That is funny.
Terrible memories. You know,
Yeah.
Joseph.
Oh my god.
That's very funny.
So good.
I'm all about it.
Oh.
He was in Game of Thrones?
Was he?
I didn't know that.
Oh.
That's
I didn't know
who? Keep
But
going.
yeah.
Keep going.
Miss Marvel in general, I think it's a solid 5 out of 10 so far. Still, I think it's an.
You mean as a
average
whole, not just
watch.
this episode?
Oh, it's under
This
the.
episode for
it's
me
fucking
was
under the
fine.
radar. for
I would
me,
say
but
this episode would probably be a 6, but still a 5 for
is-
the series.
it is under the fucking radar for me.
I think it's still for me. It didn't have better sequences than one.
I
in
think
my-
it did. I think
Really?
it did. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. And just like the end with the kid falling just makes it so much better for me. I don't know, that because I just did not expect it at all. And then the fall, and then you're like, oh, here's where she's gonna save, and then boom, 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 in the car.
Yeah,
I'm
get-
like, okay,
get
that
fucked,
was
Quinn.
kind of
That
funny.
was a cool sequence.
It was
though.
kind of funny.
I do really like the scene at the end of this episode with the reveal. I was like, okay, that's cool. Like that's
Somewhat
that's
of a reveal.
interesting.
We still don't really know.
Yeah, but
what?
and like, so my other thing is like, and spoilers for everybody. Sorry, I'm gonna just say it.
We've been
Spoilers,
talking
spoilers,
spoilers the whole
spoilers.
time.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but like, so she's been crushing on like her
That-
cousin. Or,
If
Didn't
or
know
brother.
legitimately her
They're-
cousin, like,
Didn't know it was her cousin.
Well, she
well,
doesn't.
wait,
she
do we even
doesn't.
know that they're related?
Yeah, I thought that lady in the vision is like her mom's.
We
mom.
don't know that.
Oh, dude, nah, come on.
We
What?
don't know that.
That's true. I mean, they haven't confirmed it.
That's what I'm.
but-
But so yeah, that's what I'm saying. And so then you have this mystery side of the family that just happened to show in town when she finds this bank. I don't know. Don't know. Maybe that's another actual side of a villain too.
Miss
that,
Marvel's sick, dude. She's sick. Oh, I'm just kidding. No, I'm playing. I mean, whatever, dude. Love is love.
Well, I don't know.
Game of Thrones made it popular.
Well, I don't think they made it popular. I think that's been history that made
Yeah,
that
that's true.
popular.
That's true.
But yeah, no. Hello.
Goodbye.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Under
there it is.
attack.
I didn't even touch it this time.
But
My eyes are fucking dry.
But yeah, so who knows? I hope find out by the end of the middle part of this whole series.
Yeah.
If she's attracted to her cousin.
And then again, other than I guess introducing her to the universe of Marvel, what is the show going to set up other than her joining Danvers? How and
That's
full
what I
control
think.
of her powers at that point?
So I
Eh.
think you, dude. Here's what I predict.
Gangs come.
Okay. No. Oh my God! Don't say that.
Ay.
So here's what I
Can't wait
predict.
till-
I predict that there is no villain.
Probably
The
will
villain is the DODC.
Probably.
You get
Yeah.
nothing else, and the very last episode, Captain
I
Marvel
don't
will
think-
show up
I don't think there's
and
gonna
be
be
like,
a
"Come join me, me lord."
I don't think there's
Alright,
gonna
I-
be a single big bad, like you said. I think it's just gonna be like the fucking damage control, because she's so young,
Her
unfucking
movie,
Untested.
her movie. That's where she'll have her time.
right. Because she's also gonna then have fucking training. I don't
Right.
want to watch her get fucking trained. Just tell me she was trained by
Yeah.
Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel, and show me what the fuck she can do.
Well,
Instead of put fucking steps down like what's his name in fucking Doctor Strange.
yeah, I think
Oh, and miss with a fucking giant hand.
I think I think by her movie, like I said before, I think by her movie she's gonna be a force to be reckoned with.
I think I have a new prediction for the end of this series. We're not going to see Miss Marvel or Carol Danvers.
Okay.
We're going to see is
Spider-Man.
no, I was going to
Damn.
say either Nick Fury or Maria Hill grabbing her and saying, "Here, come join us here, sword." Go to the Star Base,
Shit, that
And they're the ones that'll train in preparation
Nick
for
Fury
Miss Marvel.
would be pretty big.
Yeah, that's that. So I would say either that or because Maria Hill, we
You're good.
know. But then even if it is Maria Hill, do we know it's Maria Hill? Could be a Skrull. They can twist that too. There's a whole bunch in
You set up for Secret Invasion?
either that. Well, wait, which
Is
one
Nick-
was it that came first? Was it Marvel's or Secret Invasion?
Secret Invasion comes before Marvel's. If
So-
Nick Fury did something like that and she and Miss Marvel was in Secret Invasion, that would set that up really well.
Oh, it would be even better to like. So if you have at the end of the episode, say Maria Hill or Nick Fury getting her saying, "All right, we're effing out of here, going
Nick
to
Fury
going to
would
the
be
Starbase."
massive.
That would be big, and it would only be for a 2-minute scene, so they
Literally,
could definitely
yeah.
do it.
I mean, they
Um,
did Blade's voice at the end of Eternals,
Yeah,
so they could do Nick Fury. Oh, you gotta watch that scene. Just that scene. It's so good.
Come on. But
Yeah.
if we get a post-credit
Sorry,
scene,
I was saying, whenever they talk about the Blade voice, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because I've only made it 35 minutes into the Eternals.
yeah, and
I
it's
fall
a long
asleep
way past that.
Even being wide awake, I'm like, I'm not watching this.
Yeah, and
anymore.
it's just
I'll have to
Mahershala
just- is
Ali talking.
Right.
Mahershala. I love
Mahershala
that. I love
Ali.
that name.
But yeah, so if you get
is that like a post-credit scene, or is that
No,
just like end scene?
I would say if that's the end scene, and in the post-credit scene, we get a scene with either one of those that had picked them up. No Miss Marvel in the scene, but then they shift to the Skrull, and then we don't know if it was
Again?
the Skrull. No, not again. Saying at the end we don't see that. We just see regular, and then another scene
okay.
with them by themselves. So then you're questioning
I
whether
was
that
gonna
one was a
say-
Skrull or is this one the Skrull? You know,
Right.
that
That's
kind of
what I was gonna say. They did it again. So
yeah.
right,
No.
what was the first movie they did that in? Was that a Spider-Man?
No, that was Miss
No,
Marvel
I was
That
gonna
was
say
Miss
that was
Marvel because it
Captain-
was
or
Captain
Captain Marvel.
Marvel.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Captain
yeah,
Marvel.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
I
when it
haven't
was
seen that
like,
movie since
oh
it came out.
shit,
Holy
these
shit.
have been scrolls the whole time. What
Right,
the
or
fuck?
anybody could be a
Or
Skrull.
it could have
And then they
not
did
been
it-
the whole time, but that last scene that was whatever, like message relay could have been them because Fury and Hill could have been somewhere else already, and they were tasked to let them know.
Little bit. Oh, here it is. But yeah, so I think that would be cool. Will we get that? No, because that would just be too much of what we want.
Huh?
I
Oh yeah. They won't give it to us.
they won't
because
give it.
that's-
Yeah.
Jesus.
Who's-
It's I don't know which Discord server it is, but it's
Nix is
something.
boosting.
Nix is?
I believe that was Nix. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Nix, man.
Yee-yee.
Love that guy. But yeah, so at the end of Miss Marvel, I think the more probable thing in Marvel-y thing to do would be Captain Marvel, just because it's I feel like this whole show is just set up.
Yeah, of
A-
course.
And I feel like at the end of the setup you get like the setup sprinkle. That is
I
Captain
guess,
Marvel,
but then
so.
you'd have to start out right away in the Marvels. Kind of like, do you fast forward through all of that time that's going to occur in between?
I think it depends. The way that they do that, I think it really does depend on what is said to Miss Marvel from Cats. Like if it's a hey look, come with me type of thing,
And you'll
then
see.
yeah, like I think we don't know how much time is gonna get passed.
Right.
But if it's something else, then yeah, I mean,
I just feel like she has to get training. There's no way that she can fully train.
that's where I think
In
Brie
this-
Larson comes in. I don't think that anyone else could train her on her powers. Nobody else understands them other than Brie Larson.
Yeah, but they don't have the same powers.
It's still like cosmic energy though, and that's what
Enough of
that's
it
what their power is.
Way
like
more than everybody
cosmic.
else.
Yeah.
It's like her, Adam Warlock,
Space
and
magic.
any other Marvel is like the only people who can like explain
Or Dr. Fate.
what her power is.
Just kidding.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think the show's kind of like, it's such like a catch-22. Like the things that it does right, I feel like is the same things that help it get the things wrong as well.
Yeah.
And but again, a lot of what at least us three on this podcast are talking about, it's kind of biased because the show's not made for us.
Right.
So
The parts we don't like are the parts that's not made for us.
exactly. So
I was saying the parts that's not made for us. There's
and-
probably a bunch of middle school, early high school kids that are absolutely loving it.
I mean, there's people on IGN that are giving it an 8. Every episode has got an 8 from them,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm like, geez, Louise, bro, like how?
What kind of shows do you
But-
like?
But
It's when you sit down and you think about it like structurally and strategically, it's like, yeah, well, that makes sense because there's a lot younger people out there than there is my age, and
That enjoy
you also
this?
have to be weary of
Yeah.
the journalists.
Oh, you were gonna say you also have to be weird.
No, no,
you also gotta be
no.
weird to like
Weary, weary of the journalists because they're looking for access, early access to stuff and all that. So if they
Well-
don't write things in positive lights, they don't get the.
to be
Kind
fair,
of like
in
people
the
getting
big-
paid for
in the
YouTube
big
reviews
article-
of shit.
yeah, to be fair, like the IGN posts that I've seen about it, it hasn't been like pandering to like everything and it's been pretty. It still says that like they're waiting for it to set up the big plot, but like they've said like everything that they've seen so far, it's been like fun to watch and stuff like just like things like that. And I'm like, yeah, that's all true, but yeah, I think that the like big plot thing like is a bigger point deduction than like 2 for me. Like I don't know. It didn't feel like
There seems to be. I don't want to say either filler too, be like the car scene and all that could be considered filler, but at the same time, we don't know right now what that's might be setting up.
yeah, exactly. And I think for me, when I approach any Marvel show, there's certain Marvel shows that set a standard for me. Unfortunately, and it probably shouldn't be this
to
way,
not
but
be
it's almost like a
CW.
checklist that you have like a standard for each Marvel show. And for me, it was like, like Loki, WandaVision, and really like Moon Knight, like set that like big standard for me.
Set a bar.
Yeah,
that
definitely a
Miss Marvel
high
is
bar.
not at
Yeah.
all even close to.
And I think that this show just
Excuse me,
isn't
sorry.
structured like any of them. Even the lower graded ones on our chart, it's not structured like those either. And again, I just think it's a different vibe, it's a different feel. So I think that that's probably why I don't like it as much. It's made for younger audiences.
Definitely.
Or some huge fans of Miss
But
Marvel.
at the same time, so I feel like, to me, the way that this show is made,
Yeah.
it's more like a Nickelodeon, a Cartoon Network kind of like
Yeah.
iCarly-ish
But
kind
it-
of
I
show,
was gonna
right?
say you can say that,
100%.
but it ain't all that.
No, it's not all that. All that was awesome.
all that.
Uh,
You like that? You like that?
But
all that,
It
all
ain't
that was
Keenan and
perfection.
Kel.
no, don't. Yeah, it
It
can't.
ain't
It's
the
not the
orange
classics.
soda.
I do.
I do.
But with those
Soda's
shows,
on Gatorade.
those shows seasons are not 6 episodes long.
Right.
They're
Yeah.
also not telling a whole story generally. They're episodic.
Yeah.
I think that if the way that it seems to me how slow things are kind of going in the grand scheme of the story, it would need more than 6 episodes to tell a convincing story.
Yeah. I agree with that.
But that's not what we're getting.
No, not at all. I guess the question to you guys now would be about this show is, do you think that She-Hulk is going to be better?
I would say yes.
Yeah.
I sure as fuck hope
I would
so.
hope so, but yeah, I think
That is going to be, for me,
I was gonna say in the tone,
know?
the wheelhouse, that
right. In that wheelhouse, that is not about teenagers, not about somebody who has powers that are just now trying. Well, that aspect, somebody just gets those kind of powers and they have to be able to harness them. Yes, I get that, but they're adults. It's what I'm more.
And there's
drawn
also a
to.
character that we're familiar with that's going to
Right.
be tethering things. Because
Right.
right now in the story, other than the mentions of Captain Marvel and knowing the existence of everybody, there's no interactions.
Right.
Yet.
So I
Right.
think that'll ease some things over too.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a higher rated show for me, simply based on that fact.
Fair enough.
Simply based on, all right, Mark Ruffalo is going to be in it as the fucking Hulk. Love that. I'm not getting introduced to every single new fucking character that I've never even really looked into, aka Miss Marvel. Never really looked into She-Hulk that much, but anything that I kind of like skimmed over and read, I was like, all right, it's fucking cool.
Hulk as a female lawyer, got it.
Yeah.
Imagine
agree.
that could be pretty cool. Defending
I
people
also-
that I've already seen in shows. Not
Right.
Wong, but
Abomination.
Abomination, who Wong fought.
Maybe
which is-
Wong, we don't.
That's why I said Wong.
Yeah. But I also think that She-Hulk is going to have more consequences in the overarching world
yes.
than
that
Miss
too.
Marvel does. It's very contained to Miss Marvel's story,
Yeah.
at least right
Yeah.
now. Again, we don't know where
This
it's gonna
isn't
go.
right. That's not just going to be about She-Hulk.
Right. It's She-Hulk. You have, like you said, Abomination. Hulk's involved. There's going to be more to pull from that we all know, can associate
I don't
with.
see Miss
all that.
Marvel relating to anything that we've even seen in the MCU. Because
No, like I said,
technically it
it's a
doesn't yet, because Captain Marvel also hasn't shown up. We haven't really got the history of her, of whose descendant she is yet, technically.
Yeah. That's a good point too.
Yeah.
Well,
I think I'm gonna like it. I've seen as far as the stuff that we've seen for She-Hulk, I still think I'm gonna like that more than Miss Marvel, unless these next 4 episodes just blow it out of the water and don't involve going to high school at all.
Yeah, that's fair. I was just curious.
How likely? Not.
Not like
Fair.
High school
We will
crush
have
is
a-
actually
we will
my
have another
cousin.
guidance
Oh
counselor scene.
fuck!
for sure.
Help me, step bro.
No.
What?
So we'll have another guidance counselor.
I don't want another
That's
guidance
that's
counselor
for sure.
scene.
I'd rather see her mother say whatever the guidance counselor has to say to her. Say to her,
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
that won't happen though.
No.
Yeah, I know. They have to put him in there
Yikes.
for whatever fucking reason, so they don't get sued. I don't know. I brought Skittles. That's how I feel. Not a fan.
So on the
Um,
note of Skittles, do we want to move Obi-Wan?
Skittles.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's get into the red Skittles.
yeah. So Obi-Wan's episode this week way better than last week.
Yeah.
Way mo better.
Something happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, definitely way better. Tyler was completely right. Right all along.
I think he was
It's
the
not all
first one to
time
mention
I hear
it.
that, so.
He was the first one to mention it. I think we all collectively were like, yeah.
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 I didn't have any doubts once he mentioned that. I was like, honestly, I wasn't even looking for that, but yeah, I think that's exactly what's happening. I didn't foresee Obi-Wan and Reva talking as much as
That's
they
a scene
did.
that we'll get into.
Yeah.
'Cause good gravy was that awful. I hated that.
Also, yeah, don't.
But
we have
yes,
one more
yeah,
episode
you're
left to
right.
go. But I wish that what she did at the end of the episode happened in the next episode.
The beginning.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either that or it was executed better than how it happened, in my opinion.
Have
Yeah.
you seen
The Muffin Man?
Impractical Jokers?
Of course.
Did you see the meme where it had the Grand Inquisitor?
Oh yeah.
Now tell him.
Now tell her to rise, Grand Inquisitor, and it's Vader, and he goes, "Now rise, Grand Inquisitor," and they're like, "Oh!"
And they're all
no,
fucking
they're all
laughing. It's so funny.
Yeah. So
That had me
I
growing.
want to say
Growing?
I was. That had you grown?
Yeah, and me growing, dude. Termite.
What the fuck?
What the
fuck?
fuck am I
Growing.
talking about? That Gatorade done fucked me up, son.
So one, I was right about Reva.
Mhm.
Two, I was right about the Grand Inquisitor.
Yeah.
Not being
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
For sure. And I knew that motherfucker was not
But
dead.
and like I said when that happened, and as long
Watched
as
too many
they-
cartoons to know.
as-
Yeah, not proud of that.
Especially
I don't have faith
based on
that
the
they
timeline.
hold strong to canon. That,
Yeah,
so
they've
I
kind
can't
of
have
diminished
faith
that
in.
now.
Well, he was in this, and
Uh,
but the whole not seeing the actual death and da
Yeah,
da
yeah.
da whatever. I said as long as they had an explanation
They
of some
just
sort
stabbed and left him there.
of him being alive, like you were
Right.
saying, then I'd been fine. I still don't think that they actually explained anything explicitly, but at least they showed he was there and
It's-
haha, I got you.
it's inferred.
Gotcha, bitch.
It's
Used to have that sound bite.
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's true. It's inferred though. He has a different chest when he's in his scene. Thus meaning that they've replaced his chest with robotic parts.
Oh, okay. Grievous them.
Yeah.
Got it.
Well, not all the way Grievous.
No, but it's the same concept.
like
Not
kind of
all
like
the
a
way
mini
Grievous.
Vader, yeah.
Mini Vader.
Yeah.
Mini Vader.
Yeah.
Um.
But
Yeah.
yes,
So yeah, he's back.
which
I
rules.
enjoyed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. I loved his lines. Like the guy who's playing him, love him.
Yeah.
He's great. I'm pretty sure that that's the dude. Well, I'm gonna try to say this without spoiling anything for Doctor Strange 2, but in the
Please.
beginning of Doctor Strange 2,
Uh-huh.
dude who sits down next to Strange, and he's like, "My cats."
Oh, yes.
Pretty
yes.
sure it's that guy.
Really?
I think so.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure it's him, dude.
I don't know.
July, isn't it June 22nd?
Yep. Coming up
Whee!
Tuesday.
Then we can finally talk about it on.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's gonna be our revolving fucking.
I'm probably gonna watch it again on Tuesday.
Oh, for sure.
That was
Group watch.
that was a great movie. Yeah,
Group
I'll watch it
watch.
with you. But yeah, so he's back. That was great.
Yeah.
And
I like how he came back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit! There he is.
yeah. Just like waltzing right in.
Yeah.
Grand Inquisitor.
This was kind of like Vader / Anakin's episode, in my opinion. This was kind of like his, not time to shine in the series, but it was kind of his like.
It
was
showed
kind of
some
like
power.
an Anakin like
Oh, and
homage.
with the flashback,
It's like
and all that.
Yeah, that to me, just being a kid that grew up in that era of Star Wars,
Sorry.
that was really cool to see for me.
Yeah.
And also, I just want to point out that Hayden Christensen and Ian McGregor, both for their age, they really don't look bad. Like
No.
when they do those I mean, I don't think they. I mean, it's probably some makeup.
I can see a little
involved,
bit
but
of like age in Hayden Christensen's face.
yeah.
Or just maybe puffiness, whatever.
I felt like I saw like a couple forehead like lines and stuff that just
those
distinguished that
cheeks
he
might have been
was
a little fuller.
Such a distinguished gentleman.
Yeah. It just felt. I was like, oh, okay. Like I mean, but again, like just seeing like with the hair and everything, I was like, yeah, bro, let's
Imagine
go.
we see Mace Windu.
Oh, don't even play around with me. Don't even play around with me. I would love to see a Mace Windu show.
I would be hard.
Yeah. That would be awesome. But yeah, so
yeah, I say that now, but what they can do to it too. That's
I
where
don't-
I'm worried. Like, yeah, I'd like it.
well,
Maybe.
see, that's the thing with him
Just
though,
go over
is
the
that
top with certain things that don't need to go over the top, or be
Let's-
lackluster with everything that should have been over the top.
for me it's
Yeah.
not even that. For me it's like that is the one character that you do that with. We don't know what happens to him after he gets thrown out the window. You can make up whatever fucking story you want.
Just make it badass.
well, don't for me.
Put him-
You
don't
wanna
put him
make
on
him
a
team up with
plane
Leia?
a bunch of
well,
snakes.
but that
Goddamn,
way I
gotta
was
be
I was
upset.
gonna say, just don't make it connect with anything.
Yeah, but you
Like-
can't do that because that doesn't sell the toys, dude.
Well,
what are they
yeah,
doing
you're
for
right on
Andor?
that.
I
You're
mean,
right
that
on
is a big factor in
they
a
would
lot of
have
this stuff.
they would have to make his story singular. There is not a single fucking person in Star Wars lore later on in the series that has any recollection of Mace Windu. They could not connect him with anyone.
Ahsoka couldn't.
No
No?
way. Mace Windu is way too smart to risk what Mace Windu would never do what Obi-Wan Kenobi is doing right now.
Right.
He would never do that.
So the reason I said Ahsoka is because I believe that is going in the direction of Thrawn, which was hinted at in Mandalorian.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's where I'd see if anybody would team up, I would see that maybe.
Mace, for me, just knowing the stuff I know about purple lightsaber users, there's not a fucking way there's no way that he would do that. His balance is crazy off balance right now. If he's still alive,
Yeah.
he's very close to the dark side right now.
So maybe he seeks out Thrawn and then Ahsoka pulls him back.
They could do a storyline where he gets so close to the dark side and he hunts down inquisitors and stuff like that.
that would be
that
kinda
would be
cool.
cool.
And then he starts using red lightsabers and stuff like that.
and he
And
fights
that's-
Cal Kestis.
Well, that would be a good cover up to people not knowing that it's Mace Windu.
Yeah.
Is if he had like a mask on and he was using a
True.
red lightsaber and he was hunting down other Siths too.
Now
just
you
as
can
a rogue Jedi.
you can change the
Or
color
he-
of your lightsaber by making the crystal bleed. Correct? Turns it
Correct.
red. So
Yeah.
maybe we follow a character who we don't know who it is.
And
then it flashes back to the purple turning red. And
Or he
Yeah.
just-
I mean,
Or
that
he
would
just
be
steals
see like
a red
that
lightsaber?
to me
When they get
though.
Inquisitor's
General
lightsaber.
Grievous's the fuck out of.
To me, like that's the kind of story that you could do with him that works. Is like don't connect it to anything. Don't let him have conversations with fucking Obi-Wan. If you connect it to anything, let there be Force ghosts. That's it. Let him be talking to Kiara Mundi or like as a Force ghost or somebody like that. And don't let him see fucking Ahsoka or Ben or anybody like that or Yoda or anything like that. Because that's what breaks that shit. And if he sees those people, he's gonna get drawn closer to the good side or whatever. I just like the fact. I like the thought of after Sidious throws him out the window, he gets so angry with that, and then the Jedi Order falls, all that shit. He's lost after that. I like the idea of him becoming revengeful, full of revenge and wanting to, and he gets closer to the thing that he hates, and he starts to become the stuff that he hates.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
Now
with
but-
him.
So I just don't see like soloing him
Yeah.
because of marketing and whatever.
Yeah,
so
I don't
if,
think so
if
either.
that is not the case, then you still have other roads you can go down in that time period, I guess. Kind of like,
Well, the other
so you
thing
have
too is
Han. Yeah,
Well-
not meeting with Han, but Kira and Maul.
yeah.
That whole thing, it could be
I mean,
something on that. I
The
forget
thing
what
too about Mace Windu, dude, is like Samuel Jackson is just getting too old.
It's true,
I mean, he is. I mean, there's.
but Disney has the technology to de.
Yeah. I mean,
We have the technology.
I just don't know if I don't know if he probably would do it. Samuel Jackson probably would do it, but I just don't know if it would like look right or.
Misa Jar Jar
Bless you.
Binks, okay, day.
Oh goodness!
No, I'm Jar Jar.
Obi-Wan and Darth Jar Jar.
I wish.
I
wish.
am Jar Jar, not you.
That'd be pretty sick.
It's one way to get her. She's like, what the fuck?
Okay.
Back to actual
Back to,
reality.
yeah,
things
Obi-Wan.
and out of
Yeah.
speculation
I am
zones.
Jar
So-
Jar.
What are other things that we'd like to add to this episode?
I liked. Well, now I guess we're getting into more spoiler stuff.
Yeah,
The fight of Vader and Reva.
that was awesome.
That thoroughly enjoyed it.
So good.
Just
Terrible.
like what?
Just joking.
Okay.
I had to do it because you're both like animated about it. I'm
Yeah.
like, it's fucking terrible.
That's what I wanted to do. The boys.
The
thing
choreography
here,
was
but-
shit, dude.
Didn't even touch the
Fuck
whole
it.
time. Like, how am I
Didn't
supposed to
even-
believe this?
Didn't even touch tips, dude.
Dude,
Didn't even get tangled up like they did in Spaceballs.
the fact
It's
that
true.
the
Spaceballs was
fact
better.
that Vader didn't even get his lightsaber out, I was like, I was literally like, let's go.
Nick said I was about to catch one.
Oh.
You can catch this.
Did
Claritin.
I'm trying to think here.
Exactly.
Let's
Not doing anything.
see. Ice Cube's son being in this episode was cool.
Who?
I didn't know that was.
Oh yeah, the guy who's
Who's Ice
like,
Cube?
what is the other dude's name who was at the other planet that like covered for Obi-Wan or whatever?
Oh, well, I can't remember his name in the show, but
Yeah.
the guy from the Eternals,
Yeah.
Tango, we'll call.
Yeah.
No, I just said this
him
last
being
week.
back was cool too.
That's like one name I can't remember.
It's the guy from what is CBS show? Oh my god.
CBS show.
Yeah.
I know him from Silicon Valley.
Or Silicon Valley.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
HBO.
That was it.
Yeah.
He's been other things.
He's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, so him being back was cool. I like that, and Kevin Smith as a robot was cool.
His
like
name
that.
is Haja.
There
In
you
the
go.
show.
Kumail Nanjiani.
That's it.
There you go. I'm trying to think. There was one other scene. I just had it in my head where I was like, yeah, that was
O'Shea
really
Jackson
cool, but-
Jr.
Event scene.
Whoa!
What was that?
Yo,
Holy
let's
shit, Nix.
1,500 bits. Thanks for
Yo.
the bits, brother. Damn.
Fit it up.
Let's go.
That's fucking.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
You're huge.
Shit, dude. I had a scene and then that fucked me up. Thanks, Nix.
It was the vent scene. I'm telling you.
No,
No.
it was definitely not the.
No,
It
I'm
was
saying a good
It was
scene?
the
A good
conversation
scene.
between. Never mind.
Fuck. Shit, dude. I lost it. I'm not gonna lie. I fucking lost it. I really like the flashback stuff though. The conversations
Yes.
between Anakin and Obi-Wan
While they're
fighting. I love how the first thing that they say to each other is like Anakin's like, "I thought you fell asleep" or something like that, and Obi-Wan's like, "Oh, you didn't think I was coming? Maybe that'll help me out this time." I was like, "Oh, okay." So Anakin's been whooping his ass for a little bit now. huh?
Yeah.
Like that's cool.
Dude, and that was the other thing about that fight. Like, he was going all out.
Yeah, I know.
And that's what I was like,
I
dude,
know.
like, you are not holding back anything. Like, you
Who?
killed
Wait, which one?
Anakin, the flashback.
The flashback fighting.
Flashback.
Yeah. He's like,
Yeah,
he's holding it up and bam, just
Yeah,
bashing him
I-
down like he did in the other episode.
Yeah, I think they did that kind of shit on purpose.
Of course.
Like, well, just to distinguish that, like, Anakin is a force to be reckoned with in combat.
But like, dude, you're training.
I know. Yeah, I know. And that's the other thing.
He's got corners like, you're fucking done, dude. I'm like, oh my God.
Dude, the whole time that they're like doing that and while they're fighting and everything, like when that scene's happening, I'm literally out loud. I was like, Jesus.
I know,
was like, oh my God. It's
I
like,
know.
dude,
No wonder
relax.
Obi-Wan's like, dude, I'm not going to training today.
Yeah. I'm sleeping in today.
This is
Fuck that.
dumb.
That guy almost broke my arm last time. He's slamming that lightsaber down.
Dude, fucking ridiculous.
If you hold back, I will not die.
It's pretty
Oh,
wild though.
yeah.
It's a cool scene.
Maybe not at that point. He might have just died.
Are they? Is that
soldiers
supposed
got
to be
crushed.
Coruscant that they're fighting on though?
I believe so.
Really?
Yeah,
It looks
I mean-
a lot different than what I'm used to.
Yeah.
It looks a lot brighter.
It was, yeah. It
I was like,
noon.
dude, Coruscant's like dusty, or not dusty, but it's like gray.
Because it wouldn't have been. It
stormy.
wouldn't have been Naboo. That when I mean,
I got a little confused at first. I was like, where are they?
yeah, I just think it was like a good place of Coruscant. You know, right.
It's the first sunny day in 1,000 light years.
Well, no, it was a sunny day in the beginning of Rise, or not Rise. What am I talking about? Revenge of the Sith. Right when he's crashing the plane down.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was
yeah,
daytime.
Yeah, it was daytime. Yeah.
I mean, granted, it wasn't a beautiful scene, but that was daytime.
No smog in this.
No.
in this
They
scene,
cleaned.
no?
They've cleaned it
Yeah.
up in a couple
I was
years.
gonna say, what are they doing? They're green now.
Well, actually, maybe that was before because who knows?
Like where in the timeline it fell?
No, just it would be a 1 to 2 year period between when that's happening and Palpatine goes off the
I
rails.
don't know. I thought it. I was like,
It's-
where
yeah.
is this? And I was like, it has to be Coruscant. It has to.
It
be.
has to be.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't have to be. It could be someplace we never seen before.
Yeah, but
It would
I
be
feel
dumb.
Like, I feel like they would put like what they always do, where it's like the planet, then they say what the
You
planet
think
is,
so.
and then
But they
go
didn't
to
do
the-
that at all.
I know, and I got confused.
Maybe it's a false memory.
No, don't say that. That was cool.
No, I agree.
I did like how that scene would flash up, and then it would flash to Vader staring in a window, like out into space and shit.
That's that scene where it started with his reflection in the glass.
Yeah.
And it's just a big floating Vader head.
Yeah.
Up next to the planet. I thought that was so funny. Like, what is it?
It was a
And then
little
it's like
odd.
pulling back out.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's just Vader standing there.
They built a Death Star of my head. That's what it
Now
looked
that's
like.
a fucking scene out of Spaceballs.
Yeah,
that
that would be.
definitely be.
Yeah.
All right, helmet.
So
Darth hell.
speaking of Spaceballs, do you think your statement still stands true?
What? That the first
about
two
the
episodes
show?
sucked?
Well, were you like Spaceballs isn't a better
Than the first two
yeah.
episodes? Yeah. Of course.
I thought that was so funny when you
Of
said that. I was
course,
like,
of course.
damn.
Yeah, first two
Um,
episodes sucked.
I honestly think that Kenobi has a perfect blend of Vader and Kenobi in it. I was really worried that it wasn't going to have any Vader in it at all. And there's been a good, I feel like there's been a good flip.
That one
or-
fight scene, would that have been enough, or now that we've gotten more, that now it's enough?
You mean with like Obi-Wan and Vader?
When he gets burned, quote unquote.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like if they
Quote,
stop if they stop showing Vader like after that, I'd be like, "Oh, come on, man." But I kind of
Right, you can't
like,
do that now.
I kind of like that they and it does kind of break canon a little bit. Well, I guess
A
now
lot
it
of it.
doesn't because like Rey and Kylo have that like force bond of and,
the diode.
yeah, and like Kenobi and Vader kind of have that too. Kind
But
of.
they established in the other in the newer ones with Rey and Kylo that was a rare thing. So just so happens.
Yeah, that's why I'm like I
that-
kind of don't like that, but I get the writing behind it where it's like oh, Kenobi used the Force. I can feel that because I have such a close bond with him and blah, 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 all that shit. So
Isn't that
I
how
don't think
it's-
it's the
how it's
same as
been,
the
though?
diode thing though. They're not
It's-
like
it's
transmitting.
not,
like-
but it-
right.
but that's what I'm saying. It's like very similar in a sense of like
Isn't
Vader
that how
can
all
sense
Jedi and Sith are, though? Because
Not r-
fucking Qui-Gon could feel it in Anakin way back when, and he wasn't even
That was the
using the Force.
midichlorian count.
Right,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
still, if he can feel
I think
just
true.
that,
I think it's different. I think the Force feels different to people based on their bond with them. Like, take for instance, like
Or
with
the bond
Vader
with
and
the Force.
Ahsoka. Like Vader can probably sense that Ahsoka is also still alive because she was his Padawan.
Depending on the suppressant of power.
Right,
and
exactly.
All this.
Right. So and the
That's
other
why
thing
nobody
too,
sensed Palpatine either, because he's suppressed.
And
Or
to
clouded.
answer your question though, Stone, I think it works differently for everybody, and that's why they have Inquisitors hunting Jedi down, is because you can't. It's not like it's like. Oh, this guy used the Force in Kansas. I know where he is. Like, he's right. He's right on at 6502. Dingleberry Avenue
he's
or whatever.
just walking around dancing to fucking Carry On my way.
We're
Right,
holding
yeah.
out compasses. Which way's
Yeah.
north?
And
He's got way too
flat-
much iron for this to be thrown off like this.
I know right where he is. He's in Hawaii. Flashes to Ezra Miller going,
Oh,
"Show
no.
me your badge" with his phone.
Oh, we'll get into that.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, so I think it's a little bit different based on the bond. Especially like take for instance like Force Ghost being prominent with like Luke, like Master Yoda,
Yeah.
and Obi-Wan, as well as Qui-Gon with Obi-Wan.
On that, one episode left. Are we getting the Qui-Gon Space Ghost coast to coast?
No, I don't think you get it.
Because I've seen some articles that have been bringing up the question.
Really?
Not saying that it like speculation or it's confirmed. It's just like buzz of, is he going to? So I don't know.
I don't think you will. I don't think
to
you
me
will.
it's the same thing as the Samuel L. Jackson thing. It's only a 2-3 minute scene to get Liam Neeson in there in a robe and color him blue and half transparency, and there you go.
I mean, I think it would be cool, and I think it would kind of not all the way, but it would be good icing on the solidification of his arc in this series. But the way things are going right now in the show, no, I don't think you're gonna get it. I think he's gonna get back to Luke, and
That's what either Qui-Gon's going to basically convince Kenobi, like, you need to go back. Because now they're they're being chased. Right?
they're being chased by Vader,
Right.
But also Kenobi is sensing that Luke is becoming Force like sensitive.
So he's gonna have to drop her off at
Well,
Alderaan, or somebody's gonna have to pick her up, and he's gonna have to go there.
That's the big vibe I got at the end of the episode,
But
where
there's gotta be
he's kind of like looking back and forth, and people are like, "Are you good?" And he's like, "No, it's nothing, and everything." But you see him like he's looking at Luke through the Force, like he can see him sleeping, and what I think is going on, what I think they're trying to get across is that Luke can sense that his sister is all the way out there, and he's like tapping into being like, what the fuck is going on?
Didn't sense it when they were kissing, or he did.
Huh?
Oh, he was sensitive.
Who's kissing what?
Luke kissing Leia.
Oh, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah,
I
it
thought
was
you
like
said
later
like
on.
I thought you meant like Leia was kissing Obi-Wan.
No,
What the
no,
fuck
no,
is
no,
happening?
no.
Yeah. No.
None of that. None of that.
None of that Ezra Miller shit.
But I do really like the show so far. I mean, it's got like one stale episode for me. It's got then that was last week's.
I thought it's 2 bad episodes, 1 stale episode.
Yeah.
And then points in both of the other episodes where I go, huh?
Yeah. Well, let's talk about this episode, the stuff that we did.
I'm at the has.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
If you were having a conversation about overthrowing the leader of the organization,
and you're the distance that I am from you.
Correct. Do you think you might take that to the ship that's right private when you speak?
Or just go, or turn to your other comrades and go, "Hey, everybody! She's talking about overthrowing Vader. Blaster!"
They'll still miss.
Yeah, but I mean, it would have made more sense if they were like, Like,
Exactly.
that entire conversation. And the other thing is I would be like,
That's how Vader found out. Caught on a hot mic.
he put one of those little tracer beads on her too. Starts like going crazy or whatever once she sees Obi-Wan.
Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo.
Yeah, but like if I'm a stormtrooper and Reva's leading us to that point, and then she's talking with Obi-Wan, I'm gonna go, hey, weren't we? We were here to catch that guy, right?
Right. And then after their conversation, they go,
Blast her!
all right. And that was the other thing, dude. The next time that we cut is Obi-Wan like running away.
Yeah.
Like, how did
Yeah.
did you let him go? And
So like
what?
after
And-
that, she turns around and she goes, okay, we're gonna wait here. And I'd be like, Grand Inquisitor, wasn't that him right there? Yeah, it was. Well, then why the fuck are we standing here?
She made everybody close their eyes. They played Duck, Duck, Goose, right? Duck, Duck, Duck.
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan got the goose and he ran.
That is not Obi-Wan. That is not Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
That
So-
is not Obi-Wan.
So very confused on that.
That sucked. I hated that scene. I thought that and the other thing too that I just didn't buy, and it's nothing against Ian McGregor, but when he makes the deduction of like, you're a youngling and blah, 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 blah. It was like it was dude, it was literally like they said like two sentences to each other and he was like, you were there.
That's the only way you
And
would know.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? Like, how did you know that? You wouldn't know that.
Right.
Like you.
Anakin is Vader.
Yeah. So I thought that whole conversation,
Especially
I was
since
just like,
other
what the
Jedi
fuck?
did go along with Order 66 too, right? That's what you were saying the Inquisitor was?
Correct. Yeah.
Right, so how would you know that Anakin, just because he was there with troopers, stabbed you, that's Vader?
It makes no sense that he just knows. Like it doesn't make sense to me that he just like just something flicks on and he's like, "Yep, you were a youngling. I got it now. It's all
Understood.
making sense to me." It's like no, there was no like there was no research done on your end for this.
Use
like,
the Force to read a mind.
Exactly.
Her will is not strong as Leia's.
Yeah, so I just don't understand that.
Yep.
That scene didn't make any sense to me, and
Okay.
it just was like the fact that he was just able to come up with that conclusion, just like spur of the moment, boom, like that. I was just like, I'm not buying it, dude.
Nope.
Like, how did you know that?
Well, the script told him.
Right. Now, when Vader says it to her and he's like, now, did you think I didn't know you were a youngling? I'm like, that's believable to me. I can understand. Like, you literally looked at her in the face. We
Or you
saw
remember
him
every
do it.
kill that he's done, maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows? But like,
Probably. They probably
scars
haunt
him.
his dreams. Like, I don't think Anakin's proud of doing that. Like, I think Anakin did that because it was what he thought needed to be done.
yeah.
And I think one of the reasons why Anakin is so engrossed in the Force is because he lets that stuff get to him. He's very emotional.
Yeah.
So
His emotions are driving force of
yeah,
what he does.
yeah.
So
And when that battle between them and that scene where he does like stick
Yeah,
her with the
identical.
lightsaber, I was like, damn, that's horrifying. Like, cause to me, I was like, damn, not only does Reva have to go through that once, she has to relive her trauma again, and she has to see Anakin kill again.
and she survived that same maneuver before, so
Yeah.
will she survive?
Honestly,
We
Stay
didn't
tuned for
see
scenes
her
from our next
die.
episode.
honestly, I hope so. I hope she gets out of it, but I don't want her
Again,
to.
we know how this story somewhat ends, so she
Imagine
doesn't get
Reva
Vader.
is Mace
Yeah.
Windu's daughter.
Well, but that's the
well.
Who?
I don't know if that would work with Jedi code, but that's a good theory.
what?
That she's Reva's Mace Windu's daughter.
Oh, damn. Yeah,
Right.
that would be cool. It's weird because it's like I want that. Like I'm like I hear that and I'm like, yeah, man, that's cool as shit. And then
the
and then
saber
I'm like,
turns
wait a
purple and
minute,
you're like,
but well, like if that happened, then that just means Mace Windu was another piece of shit Jedi that broke Jedi code like Anakin. So why no?
Right. So,
I
but
can't.
but since
do
we
it.
don't care about that, it could happen. You see,
I know.
'Cause we're writing our own story
If
in
she
this
like,
universe.
if she had like fucking 2 lightsabers and one of them was maces, I'd be like, let's go.
She
That'd be
just
cool.
whips out a purple lightsaber, and we know who.
And then she gets her head cut off by Vader because, like,
Definitely.
obviously Vader
Can't-
survives.
Yep.
And, yep. And he's just like Mace.
Or do you think maybe she'll get frozen in like the two?
Oh, and Carbonite.
Well, it's not carbonite at the where episode 4, the stale one.
Oh yeah, yeah,
There's
yeah,
a-
yeah.
to be in there.
Yeah,
And
maybe.
keep her on ice until we need her.
I still think that Star Wars should do a Star Killer show, and I don't know why they haven't yet. So
Did you see
fuck
the
you.
other meme that had Austin Powers in the Frozen shit? And then it turns around and Vanilla Ice is in another
That's
one.
That's funny.
hilarious.
That's
But yeah, if you ever played Forced Unleashed back in
yeah.
the day, that's Star Killer is the apprentice that you're playing. If they did that as a series, that would be cool because he's a secret apprentice. Palpatine doesn't know about it. All that type of shit. It's really cool, and he's gonna be in the new Star Wars game.
Yeah.
In the Jedi Order, whatever. What is it
Fallen
called?
Order
Jedi
2?
Knight? Yeah, yeah, that one.
So after,
I can't do much.
You're good. You're good.
well,
I'm
actually,
just
no,
glad
it
she's not
wasn't
working.
after the Reva battle. It was right before the Reva battle.
Uh-huh.
The part that we were talking about earlier
Oh,
downstairs.
no, I didn't want to bring it up
Why?
because I hate it.
You hate the transport scene?
Well, yeah, the
Yeah.
fact that it's like weird looking and,
Oh yeah,
and I
it's
hate
weird.
I hate the stuff before that too, where it's we need Leia to go in the
Oh,
meds,
wow,
so
yeah,
we need
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
Are
that
you
was
serious?
the downsides of this episode. Like,
Build
there's
bigger
highlights.
vents, okay? Good God.
Why don't you just have other access other than vents? Why are you?
Yeah,
When, when things go wrong, we're screwed.
yeah. When things go wrong, call Leia Organa.
She got
she
Obi-Wan
would
fully
fit in
trusted
any
her.
place.
Let's escape through the vents.
Yeah, real quick before we do the transport scene, I
Mhm.
just want to say that Mike was right when he was saying that the entirety of Leia and Ben's relationship, the more it grows, the more it becomes a huge problem in the canon. And I just have to say that because, mind you, I do like Leia in the show and I like the relationship between them, but goddamn, is it a fucking problem in the canon? Because I said this to you when you got here, and I was just like, man, you think that she would fucking remember this shit when she's older?
At least some details of it.
Yeah, but
You're Obi-Wan?
yeah, like literally, like
And Obi-Wan, you're my only hope, and not really, not knowing.
yeah,
who
like you don't think she'd be on the side like you're my only hope, and remember when I fucking saved your ass 30 times?
And it's supposed to
When
be
you were-
10 years from now.
That's what I'm saying.
You're gonna turn into Alec Guinness. Like so
Ah,
he's,
yeah, I
his
know.
hair has to go white for some
Yeah.
reason.
or maybe
a force shock.
maybe the last episode like there's like a time gap or something. Well, there can't be.
No.
Ah!
Again, it's got 10 years. You're Alec Guinness, and Leia doesn't know who you are. She gets
changed
bonked on.
face.
She
Will
gets bonked
Smith
on the
shows
head.
up to Leia and he's like, "Look at this red light."
MIB Star
This
Wars
is a
crossover.
Wow, wow,
This has
West.
always been a lie.
Multiverse.
Men in Black. Is that
Dang.
Universal?
Yes.
Oh,
It's at
maybe.
Universal Studios.
Yeah,
Is it?
Was
sold the rights, man.
I thought that was Warner Brothers. Was that my
I
I-
don't remember.
I don't know. Oh, you're right. At least the beginning ones were Warner Brothers. Or, yeah,
Yeah, I
WB,
thought they
right?
were,
Yep,
yeah.
yep. Either way, so yeah, maybe Warner Brothers sold the rights.
I don't know.
No,
Wow,
Will Smith
wow,
is-
West. I don't know why I
Oh,
just got
Wild
yeah,
West.
multiverse.
Here comes the Men in Black.
Oh,
Wild
yeah.
Wild West.
Yeah. Sorry.
Wrong property.
Here comes Men in Black.
That's what Will Smith accepted instead of The Matrix.
What?
Idiot.
Wild Wild West? I know. Yeah.
Idiot.
Actually, just a quick side note. I've been watching these things called the round tables. where it's Hollywood Reporter, and they get a bunch of actors or directors or producers, whoever, and they just talk about movies and film and just like what inspires them and stuff like that. And it was funny hearing Will Smith on one of them talk about turning down The Matrix for Wild Wild West, and how he went into Wild Wild West just thinking that he couldn't lose and all this other shit. And then he was like, and then the movie came out, and it was fucking terrible. And but yeah, I didn't actually know. I knew that he turned down the role of Django, but I didn't know why. And he went into why he did that, and I was like, "You're such an idiot." Oh,
I don't care.
so
Jamie Foxx
dumb.
killed it in that movie.
Oh, I agree. I agree with you 100%.
And I would rather see Jamie Foxx than Will Smith, I think. I just the way that he performed it.
The only reason I'm gonna say I disagree is because of people like Michael Keaton and Jackie Brown. Because when I watch Jackie Brown and I see Keaton, I'm like, you don't belong here, like that. And then he he's great in the film, or like Robert De Niro and Jackie Brown. I'm like, you're not supposed to be here. Like, you're not on the cast list normally. Like, you're not supposed to be here. But then I love it. And then, like, I don't know. So same thing applies to Jamie Foxx. Like, when you see him in a Quentin Tarantino movie, you're like, what?
Right.
But, like, the reason Will Smith turned that shit down was because it wasn't a good enough love story. Like, he sat down with, like, Quentin Tarantino and wanted to change. He couldn't get behind the motivation behind Django wanting to hunt down people, kill them to get his wife back. He didn't want violence to be met with violence. He wanted it.
Oh, really?
He
wanted violence to be met with laughter.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Got it.
So yeah, I mean, hey, to be fair, they didn't talk about his wife. They just stole her. Okay. But yeah, he turned down the film because it wasn't like a lovey-dovey story enough for him. And
interesting.
So Quentin Tarantino was just like, okay, Jamie Foxx.
Right.
But also he was like, he said he's not upset that he turned it down because he felt like he did the right thing, but he also knows that the movie was like a massive hit, and he just was like, damn, it would have been cool to do it. I was behind it, but it just wasn't. The story wasn't. We couldn't see eye to eye on the story, and I was just like, "That's because you're an idiot."
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, uncross those eyes, buddy.
Yeah, movie was awesome. But yeah, back to Kenobi.
Now we'll move on to the transport scene.
Now that we're not derailed or anything.
Sorry.
Well, yeah, it get ripped apart by
on Sundays.
It does. Well, tangential.
Yeah.
But,
Transport scene.
So Vader walks up, and then, transport starts taking off, and he force grabs it. And starts pulling it back. And first of all, and like we talked about it, I don't know what it was in the comping of the shot or whatever. Vader either looked too tall or the ship was too small. Because at first, it started flying away, and then he grabbed it and pulled it back, and I'm like, this doesn't look right. Looks like all those people didn't fit in this transport. And he starts pulling it closer. I'm like, well, maybe it's just farther away, and actually pulls it down to the ground. I'm like, no, it's just looks that small.
Yeah.
And then rips it apart. No problem.
It's like the Godzilla King Kong complex.
Yeah. Like the scale of it is off.
So off. So he rips that apart, no problem. And it's empty. What? And then the second transport comes up. They did the little Rise of Skywalker thing. Like, whoop, it was a different transport. And that's... Gotcha, bitch. He just lets that one fly away. Where he could have easily just like, oh, okay, I'll grab you then. Bring you down, tear you apart. But there was... there wasn't even flames this time. No. He would be scared. The heat. Maybe the thrusters, that was too much heat. And it's hot.
Yeah. Maybe I think a hose on his chest module got loose, and he was like, "Oh, wait!"
Fogged up, and so you're like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, there's like air coming out and shit.
So there's things like that where I go, but you could just grab the You don't have to. I'll get you next time, Obi-Wan.
And that was
he
a
has
very
the
much.
High ground.
He did have the high ground for sure. But yeah, that you know what would have been funny is if like that second transport comes up, starts zooming off, and he goes,
fucking high ground again.
Yeah.
Something like that.
High ground.
Yeah. And then he like beams up on his like Star Destroyer or something, and he's like, "I have the high ground now." Just blasts him.
Fucking Death
I
Star.
was really
for
hoping he was
one
just gonna
cargo
like
ship.
throw his saber at it or something, like blow up the engine.
That would have been
Something.
fucking baller. Or throw Reva's lightsaber, like double, like just like
Well,
throw, like,
it
both.
hadn't attacked at that point.
Oh yeah, that's
So-
right. Reva attacks after that.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah, if he threw his
Oh.
lightsaber at that would have been cool as shit.
Threw the lightsaber, took out one of the thrusters. It still escapes. Reva attacks and then like brings the lightsaber back, dude.
Dude, no,
Didn't happen.
yo,
It didn't happen that
That
way.
would have been
Hey,
awesome.
hire us
Yeah, hire
as
us.
writers.
But yeah, so transport gets away, easy peasy.
Yeah, that
What's the
scene.
matter? Huh? What's the matter, sleepyhead? Reva.
But yeah, so then it goes on to that where he's standing there watching the thing go away, and then here comes Reva, not silently attacking.
Yeah, and that's another thing too, where I'm just like, my dog, you gotta relax a little. Like, yeah, stop with the screaming and shit. Stop.
I mean, if you saw him standing there and then just like a
Yeah.
come through, and then he still holds his own, does the whole fight the same way, but like a hose is
she
off.
like,
you're
yeah,
saying,
she like stabs through like robotic parts or something, and he's like, "You thought, bitch," and
Yeah,
then
exactly.
like throws her or something. That would be, see, dude. Why are we not writers?
I don't know.
We need to form
Writing
like
was
a
hard for me
writers
last
guild
night.
or something. Like, be like Disney.
We'll get our start
Roachroom
in,
Writers Guild.
Get our start in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, that's true. I did actually look at some campaigns for us too. So-
I've thought of some things, and I'm like, I'm kind of lost. Oh, the whole time. Ah,
but yeah, I the transport scene definitely was kind of like, how do I put this? Like typical Star Wars trope
Yeah.
for me, where I was just like, yep, just another
That's what
Sith
you were saying,
Lord,
is-
just like watching the cruiser go away, and then just being like, okay, we got to get back to the Imperial Star Destroyer, and then go track them down and go to another planet.
it was the
and
same as
go to
episode 3, where it's like, oh, wall of fire.
Yeah, right,
Watch 'em
exactly.
go.
Yeah. So
We can't get around it.
we got what, one episode left?
One episode left.
Yeah, so I'm thinking my prediction is Vader follows them back to Tatooine and he sees Luke. Yeah, and then he leaves. I think he does. I think Ben
Again,
Ben
this
makes him go.
this goes. I think I said it last week. Boils down to why did this story need
I don't think it did. I don't think it did
so
at
far?
all.
Not in the least.
No. Ando.
Ando.
Hey, it's like Mando's like stepbrother. He has like, it's like a fucking like fucked up helmet and shit. He's like, all right, Mando,
He
ready to
has,
go
like-
out.
Yeah, he's got goggles and a snorkel.
Grogu like throws up on him. He's like, you get used to it after a couple times. That's some good bone broth right there, boy.
Yeah, Mando season 3. That's when we're gonna meet Ando. No, I guess Ando would be first,
Who
and then
would
he'll
have
be joined.
thought, Mando? It's Mando and Ando on the
Mando,
Mando squared.
Mando, and Ando. It was supposed to be Ando and Ando. No, it's Mando and Ando. You remember that day you were taken by those Mandos? And then you came Mando and I'm Ando. I stayed Ando.
Oh man.
So yeah, Ando's coming. I don't know if this is setting up for Ando. Oh, the randos. We know about the randos. Hucklebuck.
Hucklebuck. Yeah.
Hucklebuck Star Destroying ship. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
boy.
pass me that
Awesome.
12/16 wrench over there, because that's a real thing right now. It's that son of a bitch. Maybe he's the mechanic for the pod race.
Yeah, it can do the
This is pod
This is pod racing. This is Ando and Ando pod racing here.
bitch got that.
Well, this some bitch can do the Kessel Run in about 6 parsecs here, buddy.
They could tie it into like Rise of Skywalker, or not
Yeah.
the Rise, but Rey and all that. I had this girl from Jakku and got this out of there. You start a story there.
Yeah.
And she
That
just
bitch don't
don't. She
bail
going
on
effed
me.
off with the Force, some shit. I don't know, smuggling shit. Do I look like Doc Brown?
I'm not trying to go back to the past now, girl. I'm trying to live in the present.
Man, we Buzz Lightyear to infinity and beyond, bitch. This is Ando.
This is Ando. Oh, God. All right. Holy shit.
Ando.
That could be a show that we would write.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh my
Cartoon eyes.
Cartoon eyes.
I don't know how to say it.
It's just the eyes that are cartoons.
Coming this summer. Ando. Cartoon
Cartoon
eyes.
eyes.
No.
And it just says cartoon with the eyes,
Yes.
the googly eyes. Just like Googling.
On the side of one of the
On the
I
dash of the
still-
pod racers, the little
I was,
googly.
yeah.
it's a with googly.
Nice.
Yes.
I'd still say to this day, dude, that they should make a fucking Star Wars pod racing show. I would watch the
I
fuck
agree.
out of that.
With Ando. Ando's got to be in that pod racing show.
Dude, yeah. Somebody get this in front of Walt Disney's cryo frozen head in the chamber so we can become writers, please. Thank you. Yeah, somebody just write us a check, please.
Blank check.
Apparently people can't hear Chris.
My mic was
Back.
muted because it was right fucking next to her and I was moving and
all
got
You're
good.
back now. It's Ando.
that
It's all
entire
good.
fucking thing. We gotta do it again.
Yeah.
All right, so
No way.
Gotta do the
No
whole
way.
fucking thing again.
All good. Thanks, chat. Thank you for letting
yes,
us
thank
know.
you very much. But yeah, for the
Man. Could you still hear me though, Nix?
Probably not. It was probably like very faint.
that kind
Yeah,
of
it's
deal.
probably like that.
Well, either way, Obi-Wan, 1 episode left.
One episode left. They did bring it back pretty strong. But I do think that I don't know. I think last episode for me, I'm predicting that he's gonna follow him back to Tatooine. He's gonna sense his son is there, and he's gonna get driven off by Kenobi, something like that. I don't know.
Again, it still, if that is the case, canonized, it doesn't make any sense. Last time I saw you, I was but whatever he said.
Yeah.
Don't make sense.
Yep.
But okay.
Yeah, I agree. But I would also agree that none of the show makes any sense either.
And the same thing, like what would build up Obi-Wan to gain the power to just become the Force Ghost? If he's been suppressing it and now 10 years of like, all right, I gotta train to not fight.
Yeah.
Go ahead, stretch.
I don't know. Yeah.
Again, yeah,
it's
the
gonna be
story-
weird.
Story doesn't make sense until you have Obi-Wan 2 come out. That'll fill in another like year of
Jesus
time.
Christ, I hope not.
Me too.
Obi-Wan 2, I hope never exists. I don't think they have enough story to Obi-Wan 2.
They didn't have any story.
I know,
this
but
one.
I'm like, dude, what else could you do? Like,
Connected with Ando.
there you go. There's the Ando is the bridge to everything.
Definitely.
Yeah, I don't know. For me though, series definitely a solid 7. It's degraded a point because of last week's episode. Like just series wise, I think it's as of right now being 5 episodes in, for me the series isn't consistent at delivering for me.
Yeah.
So a solid 7. I think it's
I-
a good piece of
I
TV.
can't give it a 7 because there's just too many inconsistencies and everything. So like for me, the little bits and pieces that were really great don't make up for it.
Yeah, fair.
So I'd say it's a 6 right now.
Okay.
And there you go.
I'm just trying pod race.
I do just want pod race.
Fair. I have to go to the bathroom really quick. You guys want to talk about like the boys?
Yes.
We can start talking about the boys.
I have not seen.
Well, you haven't seen up to the 3rd season.
Yeah. So I just figured that would be a good segue because that's Kenobi and Miss Marvel were like the biggest things.
Pretty much. So.
What are you gonna follow him?
So, the boys. I spent this week watching all of the boys.
Fuck
Season
yeah.
1 through episode 5 of the 3rd season.
Did we
now.
disappoint in our?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
I wanted to save it for the show, but I had to do a little thing beforehand. I told him, I was like, yeah, I started watching a show that told me to watch, and I got like 3 episodes in, and dude, I can't do it. I can't do it.
We were like, what show?
And yeah, and then just like the boys, like, yeah, it's just I can't stand it, man. It's not for me. Like in disbelief, like no way. No, of course. Now I'm caught up all the way. Well, did you like it? Yeah, if I watched all 3 seasons up to now, like yeah,
I
liked
might
it,
not
so.
watch Miss Marvel this week.
I'm starting to watch it for what I find funny, like the kid fall. Like
I'm
you
about
know,
to.
It's
Yeah.
that's how I view some things now, where it's like it might be bad, but I'm gonna
Watching
point
it
out
for
what's
what it
bad.
is. Hence why I was hysterical at season 1 and 2 of Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, right. Well,
Fucking awful.
yeah. And you
Shit's
can
run like
appreciate
that, dude. That wouldn't last a week.
But
all right,
on the
so,
boys,
Overall verdict on the boys.
I would
from
give
you.
fucking 9, man. Like,
Dude, it's so good.
it's hard to not say a 10 because it's so
So
engrossing.
then you've seen the Seth Rogen scene.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that was funny.
Sir
We're on
comes
the
a
clock.
lot.
We're on the clock. No, yeah, that was good.
That shit is insanely funny.
Yeah, and they were holding back too, like, hey, I got these new toys here, and like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was wondering how
dildos.
far it was gonna go.
Oh, it goes. It goes
Yeah.
everywhere.
Oh yeah.
She shoved a dildo in dude's face.
Oh well, yeah.
I'm sorry,
yeah.
through.
That was
dude's
that
face.
was cool. And just
Oh
slaughtered
shit,
people.
Tyler's listening.
Yes, you told us to talk about it, and then you listened.
Nick said that effing peen scene. Oh, brother.
Yeah, that was. Now see, I didn't, and you seen it, so I didn't know where it was going to
I
go.
can't move. I want to turn, but I can't.
Yeah, you stuck there.
I got a turd sauce on my hip.
But yeah, so like I knew, I didn't know where it was gonna go in the grand scheme of what happened in that scene. But I was like, oh, they of course this show would go there.
Yeah, that's literally like
He's
the
in there
entire.
just like.
It's dude. It's the entire point of that shit. It's so funny. Did you end up watching Diabolical? Like all the cartoons?
No.
So Seth Rogen directed all of them.
Oh, okay.
He has a big hand in the series
I can see that
because
especially with
people
season
didn't
3.
want to fund it, and he's like, "Why?
Yeah,
This shit is amazing."
It's really good.
You have any idea how much does Billy Butcher look like Billy Butcher in the comics? Does Keith Urban?
I don't
I'm
know.
sorry.
I don't know.
Oh my god, dude! It's
So-
almost to a T. And his dog is a fucking English bulldog, Terror,
Mhm.
and he looks exactly like it. It's just a little old English bulldog. It's fucking hysterical.
I really like his character. And then like the whole way that everything's structured together. Like I never read the comics, so I don't know what has happened, what will happen, how much is
Right, yeah.
close to it. But the story that they tell through each season, where it's like you think one thing, and then okay, we got to find said person and go, oh wait, that said person's actually
turning.
like bad or against the cause. So
Ugh.
head popper, whatever, or Victoria,
Yeah.
Nadia, whatever,
Fucking-
which we don't have a conclusion on yet.
What do you mean?
She's still kicking around.
Oh yeah,
So
she's still able to blow Congress's head up.
but that reveal in season 3 that it was like, whoa, that was you in season 2. when definitely thought it was Storm Chaser.
No.
I thought it was Storm Chaser that was doing
She
that.
didn't have that power.
Well, I didn't know that. I don't
She's just
necessarily
the,
know.
the Nazi lightning bitch.
Yeah, I know, but she had some
Shit's
other
crazy.
powers involved, and other than just lightning, she had strength. For all I know, she could have busted.
When you started watching, before you figured out that before we were informed that she was a Nazi cunt, mean it wholeheartedly. Just the character, not the actor.
Of course.
She's fantastic. Did you think she was funny?
No,
No, you didn't like the.
I mean,
Oh my god, dude, I loved it.
I didn't.
Before
I didn't
figured out she
love
was
it.
a bitch.
I didn't love it or hate it.
I loved it, dude. I thought it was hysterical. And then
I knew something
you're
was gonna have to
actually a
be-
bitch. Oh fuck. Don't like you anymore.
I knew somehow she'd have to be some kind of antagonist towards everything, just because. Of
I didn't think
the
she
way
was
that
gonna be
acting.
the husband of, or
Oh,
the,
she was
the
not.
wife. I was like, you bitch, you're that old?
Yeah, that was definitely a shocker.
Holy fuck.
That was definitely a shocker too. Yeah, and that all that was going on back then too. Well, I guess with Vought and all that. So I guess maybe she was test subject 1-ish, not the first, but
I don't know.
one of the first that I guess the
I
Nazis would
don't
have
think she
converted.
was one of the ones that was grown in a lab.
No.
obviously.
I wouldn't
This
say
was,
that.
This was before the serum actually worked. They were still married to the white supremacist cucklords.
Oh, yes. But she still had powers back then, right?
She was given powers.
She would be given power, and that's what I
Right.
was saying. During
Yeah.
their experiments, she would be one of the first ones that would have, I guess, succeeded.
Oh my god, she's so fucking cute.
What's up, boo boo? Look at this. Look at this.
Look at curled up right in the ball in Ty spot. That's not Tyler Cam anymore. That's
It's
just
not.
Zoe,
It's Zoe
Cam.
Cam. But yeah, so like that was a cool reveal. Huey, like his
I
character.
love Huey's character.
It's and where he ends up at the end of this season so far, like, well, you got a taste and you like it.
Well, yeah, it's because he used it and he saved somebody with it instead of being Homelander and destroying homie
It's true.
up on that rooftop.
Oh yeah, he did. He's in pieces.
No, he's in
And one piece
one
is
piece, but he's a little mangalooned.
well, yeah.
It looks like he just fell in a car without getting stopped.
Yeah, no stoppage. But yeah, it didn't survive that.
Imagine Stranger Things, the body breaking, just every bone comes through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we didn't
Ugh.
see it. Didn't
Right.
see it happen. But oh god, when they broke Huey's arm though.
Oh no, I love it so
I
much.
just-
It's like you actually have to do it. She can tell if I'm lying or not.
As he was going to
Okay.
do it, and then was like, "No, here, clean break, so it heals back properly." Oh, okay.
On 3, 1.
yeah. Yeah.
You were mentioning something, like the first episode when Robin gets fucking run over by A-Train.
What's that?
Weren't you? Didn't you say something about like the first episode of season 1?
That was crazy.
Oh my
I didn't
god!
expect, obviously didn't expect it. And the graphicness of it, like
Still holding
covered-
on to her hands.
Yeah, that and A-Train just covered. Oh yeah, that was just like whoa.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Here
She
we
said
are.
the puppy eyes are insane right now.
Oh no. It's like,
Not
I'm
moving.
not moving. I hope you understand. Zoe. But yeah, so that was definitely nuts. And then yeah, just the whole story I thought was intriguing, and
The
how you
story
see
progression.
things. Yeah,
Yeah.
people going, getting highs, then lows, and
What
ups
did you
and downs,
think?
and
What do
the
you think
deep.
about the deep?
The deep. The deep. Well, I feel real bad for the deep in this last season there, what he had to do to his pal. But,
It did. Eat an octopus.
Yikes.
yeah, I forget what it was. Henry or
Yeah.
yeah, Dave.
Literally screaming right now. It doesn't want me to
I
eat
feel like
it.
there was different ways he could have eaten the thing too.
Yeah, cook it.
Cook it, do one thing at a time.
How's that ankle bone taste, bro?
But the whole like Scientology, the whole Scientology aspect of things and all that, I thought was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
So I'm not paying to go to the the next level. And when I found out that everybody was particle, whatever, stardust, I didn't laugh. Like that's funny. They're saying you're going to be the next Leah Remini. Bingo, 'cause I love Leah. But
want a Fresca?
yeah, Fuck Fresca.
Fuck Fresca.
Yeah,
Yo.
The Boys is a great show.
I can't stand A Train now.
Oh, now?
Can't stand him now. And it has nothing to do with the rebrand.
It's not the
He
rebrand.
is a little bitch.
Well, but
Bro.
also like
He is a little brown nosing bitch.
yeah, but what else does he have to do?
I mean, so is the Deep, but he's not. He's done, dude. He can't run no more.
That's what I'm saying.
So who's fucking? So what's he trying to gain from this?
He's trying to keep his status in
Fuck
any
his
way
status.
possible.
It's been gone, dog.
I know.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's trying to hold on.
But nobody is telling him what he's polling. Really, I did like.
He's not even a fucking superhero anymore. In my eyes,
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
he's not doing nothing.
exactly.
If he runs, his heart's gonna explode.
well, now he's
Do
trying
it.
to. Now he's trying to solve lower level crime and actually
No.
help people.
Dude, that last episode.
It didn't help. It didn't help.
Oh my god, dude! I don't even want to go into that
Yeah,
one.
that was a good one.
Good gravy, that shit
I
was
did
wild.
not. I did not expect it to pop off
I
like
did,
that.
because he's making that much of a stink. This guy's definitely a racist piece of shit.
Well, yeah, definitely.
That shit got wild.
It
I'm glad that
got a little out of hand.
I'm glad Mike likes it. I was
I
not
did, I did
expecting
too.
a 9 out of 10. And
Oh,
then,
yeah,
and then you
it's-
said 10 out of 10. I was like, what
I was like, yeah, I
the
can't,
It's
can't
so
do 10.
good, dude.
Maybe, but
I mean,
9,
10 out of 10s are you can give them out. They're just rare.
Yeah, I don't think it's quite 10-10. It's close.
It's
I can't do middle points, so it'll be
is-
on the 9 level.
It's for sure one of the best shows on TV.
And 3
for
is
sure.
not done yet, right? There's more episodes
Oh, it's
coming.
yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah, yeah.
And
there's
it
I
should
think
be
more.
I'm
3.
pretty sure it's 8 episodes.
Yeah, the other 2 were 8, so it would make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely a really good show, and like it's just the way that they
It's
have
so
written
funny.
characters, how they evolve.
Yeah.
You're not the
devolve.
only person that I know that has not seen it. And I'm like, you need to watch
Yeah,
this.
man.
Yeah,
Watch
it's
Because it is phenomenal.
well, I feel
It
like
definitely
that,
is well done.
I feel like if you are a big fan of like Deadpool, I feel like that this
Oh, yeah.
series is very much geared towards people who
And-
are fans
but,
of
like,
Deadpool.
Even not even Homelander is a different animal than Deadpool. Deadpool, it's
Yeah.
the comedy I think is different.
Yeah.
It's still there. It's visceral, but
Yeah.
it's definitely
Did you just
different.
wake yourself up?
than-
Was that a fart or was that her snore?
Probably snoring.
It sounded like she kind of farted, and
Whoa.
she was. I look over, and she's like, "Uh
Wasn't me.
Yeah, she
Sorry.
always snores so loud that she wakes herself up.
But yeah, like this, the Homelander, the actor, not Anthony Starr. What is
Yeah.
it? It is Anthony
Yep.
Starr? Killing it.
Yeah,
Oh, dude, it's so good.
It's
He's
crazy.
So good.
It's so good.
What he
He's
does
so
in
good at
facial
it.
reactions
Yeah.
and like, especially the lingering takes
Yeah.
where they stay on his face and you can see it
You
just,
can just see
subtly
it
morphing
forming. Oh my
to
God,
like,
yeah.
oh, that's a crazy.
Does
Yeah.
he remind you of Bradley Cooper at all?
Yeah, a little bit. I can
get
see that.
so hard. At first when I saw him, I was like, "Is that Bradley Cooper?"
I
Do you
didn't
remember when we watched the first episode?
that you saying that. I don't.
Yes, because I'm like, and then as soon as I said that, I was like, I looked it up. I'm like, oh my god, I thought that was Bradley Cooper. Holy shit!
I didn't know that he's from Australia,
Yeah,
and he nails an American
Australian.
accent.
pretty
to the
good.
T. Yeah, like I mean, I watched an interview with all of them recently. I was like, what the fuck?
Hey, talking down under.
Yeah, like I mean, he just.
Can you
he
believe
has a
I'm the
thick
Homelander?
accent, and I was like, holy shit, dude, this guy destroys American accents. Like he's killing.
I
it.
can't see that because anytime I think of an Australian, Do you know?
And
who it is?
Crocodile Dundee.
No, I don't think of Dundee.
Steve Irwin.
Steve Irwin.
Steve Irwin, yeah.
Yeah.
Thing
And
Ray
as
to
soon
the
as I
heart.
hear it, I always think of his fucking coffee comment.
I do.
Somebody asked him, he's like, "Have you ever had coffee?" He's like, "Oh no, mate, fuck, talk me head blow off."
Well, yeah.
He's like-
if he's
he's
never had coffee, I can
he's
believe.
like, I've had it once, and I don't think I've recovered since.
That's funny.
It's the one coffee that did him in.
It's one of my favorite. Yeah.
That's funny.
Another actor that really surprised me with their accent was Margot Robbie. The same thing. She's
Chris
from
Hemsworth
Australia
as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, him as well, and I just they must really just love to make fun of us, dude, because that has to be like the way that we talk and everything, like, because they destroy it, they kill it.
They do.
They do
It's the
so-
same Tom Holland,
also,
same way, dude.
Oh,
He's got
yeah.
a
Honorable-
heavy British accent.
Yeah.
He's got one of the proper.
Honorable mention,
the
just because we
proper
brought up
ones.
Chris Hemsworth. Apparently, his new movie on Netflix is
Spiderhead?
is really good.
I'm gonna watch it.
I've heard it's really good.
Hearing of it.
Yeah, I don't know much about
I didn't
it.
see it. I only saw like a screenshot of it. Last week.
I saw like a teaser of it and stuff.
I
Is
didn't
it
watch
called
looks
what?
pretty-
Spiderhead?
Yeah, it looks pretty interesting. It looks
Did
like
you
a
ever watch?
thriller.
Did you ever watch the one where he was a fucking computer hacker?
Yes.
I never watched
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I can't remember what it's called.
I can't
but
remember
I did
what
watch
it is
that.
either.
It's pretty. Black Hat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
That's
thought that
it.
was pretty good.
Sorry, I didn't mean to like
Decent.
get everybody off topic or anything. I just
You're-
somebody friend of the show, Jordan, was talking about that movie last night. And he was just like, "Have you seen it?" I was like, "No, I've heard of it."
Jordan said it was pretty good.
Yeah, he was
Holy
like,
shit.
"Dude, it's really good." I was like, "Okay, I'll check it out."
Check it out.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna watch it tonight because I gotta
Check it out.
fucking work.
I gotta catch up on a lot of the boys, but I might end up watching that. One thing that me and Stone didn't do this week that I flaked on purpose, and I just didn't feel like watching it this week, was Sonic 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I forgot to watch it. Yeah, I just forgot to watch it.
I too
Eh.
did,
But yeah,
it's okay.
I'm glad you're liking the boys though. That's
Yeah,
awesome. It's a great show.
It was definitely good.
Fridays.
I'm very happy that
Oh,
it's
that's what it is,
renewed.
Fridays?
Yeah, new episode every
Fridays are
Friday.
new episodes.
Cool.
I'm really happy it got renewed for season 4.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
That's
I will
one
be
of-
watching that this week then.
That's probably one of my favorite TV shows that's come out in like the past 5 years.
Yeah.
Years,
I definitely
not-
agree with that. Anytime that
And it's been out for 5. How long has it been out for?
I think The Boys has been out since 2019.
Okay, so 3 years.
18?
Damn, they're getting shit filmed even through COVID.
I mean, they filmed all season 3
Yeah,
through COVID.
Jesus.
Well, they had to stop halfway because of COVID.
It came out in 2019.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
then,
jeez.
yeah.
Still, fuck that. What came out in 2017 that was good?
Nothing. Either way, I mean, I think that The Boys is Amazon Stranger Things, like in the,
Oh,
in the
100%.
caliber of this is why people
100%.
subscribe to, Amazon and watch stuff.
Guardians
there.
of the Galaxy Volume 2 came out in
Talking
2017.
shows, not movies.
Shows.
Probably not much.
Probably not much.
Yeah, probably not much.
Power Rangers.
No.
Let's do let's do like these honorable mention things that we have in the Discord. Zoe,
So
I
let's
need you to move.
let's go back to last week. We talked about
Reality.
the.
Well, huff and puff all you want, dude. I was sitting on the fucking
Hufflepuff?
edge.
Hufflepuff, all you want.
So,
I'm gonna
I'm
Gryffindor
gonna
out of here.
I'm gonna do one before we even have to pull it up. The Joker 2 got greenlit and all that stuff. We've heard Margot Robbie is gonna play Harley Quinn. Well, not
What?
Margot Robbie. I'm sorry, fucking Lady Gaga.
Yeah,
I was
Lady
like,
Lady Gaga.
We were talking about fucking Margot Robbie, and it just popped in my head.
I'm cool with this. I'm cool with it.
This is what I heard from the idiots at 98 Rock. I love them to death, but they're fucking stupid.
Justin
they're-
Scott and Spiegel.
Yeah, they're talking about fucking Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga. That's where I
That's
got it from.
That's
That Lady
definitely where I
Gaga.
got Lady Gaga from. They're talking about her being Harley Quinn, and they're like, I can't see this, that, and the other. And I'm like, you guys got to realize that this Joker movie is not a Batman
This is not a Jared
or
Leto.
Jared
Joker.
Leto Joker. This is like a very much in the time Joker with mental disability, not him being a fucking kingpin or whatever little gang leader you want to call him.
Now I
You know,
can see though.
this Harley
like,
Quinn is not going to be one in a fucking skimpy fucking daddy's little princess ass fucking t-shirt.
Gonna be a psychiatrist.
probably.
Before she gets dropped into a fucking chemical tank.
It's not even gonna.
Thank
It's
you.
just gonna have mental problems as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
This-
sympathize with Joaquin.
I was gonna say, all you got to do is this Joker is not like every other Joker we've had.
That's what I don't think that they're necessarily.
They're not
grasping.
even looking at that.
They're saying we've
But
seen Margot Robbie
They are not.
in 3 films already as said character in her own film too, and like, wait a minute, you're gonna bring another.
They aren't the first people that I've heard that from. And I'm like,
This-
think about it for a second. They're not portraying Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn. So get that out of your fucking mind.
I think
That's what I'm talking about.
I think
real
people
We're
get
not getting that.
lost in the fact that Lady Gaga is a musical performer first, but to those people I would say, well then you need to go watch her in American Horror Story,
Exactly.
or you need to go
They even
watch
said
her.
they didn't like her in American Horror Story. I'm like, you guys
You're
are.
you're
like,
bugging.
don't-
Bugging, for
that's
sure.
absolutely
Yeah. I
love season
crazy.
5.
I said that. And I'm
for-
like, on the radio, I'm listening to it. I'm like, you guys, I'm not taking any of your
for anybody
Entertainment
who,
advice.
entertainment advice.
For
Especially
anybody
not
who
Josh, though.
doesn't like Lady Gaga's performance in American Horror Story, I would go, okay, that's fair. It's American Horror Story. I get it. Go watch her in A Star Is Born then,
Yeah.
because
They did mention that one too, and it was very good.
fantastic in that movie.
Now, I'm
I'm not talking about no vocal performance. I'm talking about acting.
Acting.
I'm also gonna hot mention this one. They have rumored that it's gonna be
A musical?
more musical
Yeah.
performances.
I've heard that too, and I'm cool with it.
I'm cool with it. Joaquin Phoenix can fucking sing too.
I'm cool with it because
I don't want the whole thing to be a full musical number.
even if it is, I'm cool with it. You know why? Is because I have faith in Todd Phillips.
True.
I don't give a
Big,
I don't give
true.
a fuck about the Joker 2. I give a fuck about Todd Phillips making Joker 2. If Todd Phillips is behind the movie, making the movie with Joaquin Phoenix, then I think the movie's going to be good.
Yeah,
Regardless if it
regardless.
has 2 or 3 musical numbers in it or not. Who gives a shit?
No.
Like I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I think anybody who's discredit, and the other thing too is that this is a separate universe from what we've been introduced in. And are
People-
you saying
people
the same
don't
fucking thing
realize
about
that.
Batman?
What
Because
if they do
Marvel?
musical? Yeah, they do musical numbers in the same vein or fashion that oh, I can't remember, what was his name in the Joker movie? Arthur Fleck.
Arthur.
oh,
In the way that he did the comedy routine and he envisioned it
Yeah.
in his head, it was going great and actually it was terrible. They
Yeah.
might do the same thing for her.
probably. Yeah,
In a
where
couple
she's
di-
like
you know.
killing it on stage, and then when they cut to her actually on stage, and she's just like completely tone deaf or something like that.
If they had her singing all
Well,
out of key and stuff like that.
But that's what I'm saying is like if I have enough faith in Todd Phillips to execute that elegantly.
Mm.
Like I don't when I hear Lady Gaga is gonna be Harley Quinn in the new, I go
Hell yeah.
great. That's
We'll
awesome.
see. I'm
cool with
Sounds
it.
great. So, yeah, sounds good. Sounds good to
That's
me.
the same as when we heard Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen reprising their role. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then we watch it and then maybe have different thoughts. But at
I
the
mean-
initial, I say, okay, cool. We'll see what they do.
Yeah, and I mean, even in that sense of like Hayden
This is something
Christensen
I'm
and
fucking
stuff
here
like
for.
that, when I see them on screen, I'm still like, great,
Yeah.
looks good, like
Yeah.
everything's cool. I love seeing Ian McGregor as Obi-Wan. I
Right.
love seeing Hayden Christensen being Anakin and Vader. That's awesome. Like, I'm cool with it. With Lady Gaga, I'm like, yeah, I probably wouldn't have. You wouldn't be my first pick for Harley Quinn.
But that's why
Not
I think
in
it
a
works.
different iteration of
Yeah,
Harley Quinn.
that's why I think it
This
works.
iteration, yeah, cool.
Right. It's a
And
it's
I
a
don't-
biopic.
I think
time
it's
period
actually a
piece.
good move too to like keep it somebody who's similar to Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
As far like not getting into like just changing the character completely
sure.
from what we know visually.
Yeah.
But kind of a tangential tie.
Yeah, for sure.
know,
I completely
You can
agree with you.
see said person go Harley Quinn right off the bat.
Yeah, right. I think
Gives me Birds of Prey vibes.
so when
Yeah.
I hear Lady Gaga
Someone who would be included in that group.
when I hear her talk and stuff too, I can already hear her saying like
Mhm.
"Hi, Mr. J" and like stuff
Exactly.
like that. Like so if that is what you were talking about, I'm right on par with you. I'm
Yep.
right on the same wavelength, and I see it. And that's why when I read that, I go, musical numbers, sure. Lady Gaga, cool.
I wouldn't say I'm worried with musical numbers. I'm just intrigued as far as how they're going to keep the tone
Mhm.
and do it. And
Personally,
and
I
what kind
think
of
it'll be
musical
cool.
numbers? If you're dropping Rick Ross in there, I'm going to be out.
Personally,
No. I think it's
personally,
gonna
I
be good.
can't have it be the whole film as a musical number. If it is, guess what? Still gonna fucking watch it.
Mhm.
Probably still gonna like it. Personally, whoopsies. I just don't want it to be nothing but singing.
Yeah.
Well,
I'd like
Did
a
you ever,
Sweeney
did you ever
Todd-ish
watch
type.
The Greatest Showman?
No, I have not.
yeah, I have.
Man, fucking tastic.
Yeah, musical numbers all throughout that.
All throughout, not in its entirety.
Yeah.
Well, a musical doesn't necessarily have to be music to music to music to music
So,
to music.
I felt the
Yeah.
same
Kinda like Sweeney
way.
Todd.
The greatest. I was just about to say the only other musical that I thought felt very much like The Greatest Showman was Sweeney Todd, where
Yeah,
it was
love
like
Okay, yeah.
there's
Love that
acting. There's a good mix of acting and singing, but the acting is done so well that it's almost like a commodity that when they break into a song and then they go back into a scene, you're like, oh yes, like give me more of this.
Mhm.
For me, because I just
Well, there's
don't really
also,
like
in
musicals.
Sweeney Todd, there's musical scenes where like Johnny Depp's not necessarily singing. He is saying lines
Yes.
that are rhythmic to the music that are
Right.
going on.
Yeah.
The whole world, the whole
Yeah.
wide world is the fool.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And he's not actually hitting notes,
Yeah, right.
but it still goes along as far as a music
yeah.
aesthetic.
Yeah. So when it comes to this, I think for me, when I visualize Joker 2 with musical numbers, I get the vibe of what Mike was talking about earlier, where it's like, you know, they're gonna play with the fact that it's all in your head. It sounds good in your head, but to everybody else, it probably sounds like shit.
And
Um,
that goes along with a lot of shit that people say these days too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, and I think that's what's going to be relatable for
That's
Harley
what
Quinn to
the
relate
first-
to Arthur Fleck.
That's what the first Joker was also about.
Yeah. So
Like
and
this-
well, that's why I think they're going to
There's so much
flesh
shit
that
going
out
on
a
in your
little
own
bit.
fucking head that you can't get past a lot of shit. Well, you're not the only fucking one.
Right. Well, and I think in this
Sing it
one,
out.
in
Sing
this
it out.
Joker, the first Joker was all
Let
about
it go.
Arthur trying to find any kind of like companionship that he could cling himself onto. That nobody wanted him. Like
Mhm.
that his job didn't want him. The girl
Well,
that
he had
thought
he
that
had
he
his
had.
mother, and then when he found out that his mother lied or
Well,
whatever,
right,
you know,
it-
that
exactly. The Rory show didn't want him. The fucking everybody in his life the medical or the mental health system, all of that shit, they didn't want him. They fucking booted him out. Everybody in that film shies away from him. So I think what this film is gonna
Now
be
that-
centric about
now how huge he
is Arthur
technically.
is finally going to find somebody who's real in his life that understands him and that also wants to be around him. And then I think in the film, he's going to resent her for that.
yeah, I was supposed to say maybe
Yeah.
it's a whole thing of like, but wait a minute, I've been down this road before. Is she really, or is this maybe in my
she
head?
really? Or is it
Well,
in my head? Right,
or I
shit.
think it's going to be, well, like the historical relationship between Joker and Harley Quinn is that Harley Quinn is too much of a good thing for Joker, and he hates her for that. That's why one of the reasons why he despises her a lot is because she's too good to him. and he doesn't know how to
And
react.
He doesn't know. He also
Right.
doesn't know
So
why.
I
at the
think
same point.
I think the way that Arthur is like he's Lady Gaga is gonna come into play. Arthur's gonna love it at first, and then he's gonna end up hating it.
Yeah.
And he's gonna hate her, and then he's gonna end up treating her like shit, and then she's gonna end up treating him like shit, and it's gonna be a constant battle. Because that is the Joker Harley Quinn relationship. Is
Right.
that they love each other so much that they end up hating each other, then they end up fighting, and then that brings them closer together.
Yeah.
And most of the time,
That's
like
love,
in
isn't
the
it?
well, right, but I mean, there's an entire episode where Joker and Harley in the '90s Batman
Mhm.
animated series, but Joker and Harley get into a fight. Joker teams up with Batman to stop Joker just to piss him off, and then at the end, they both team up and try and kill Batman. So it's like one of those things where it's just too much of a good thing. They're so toxic for each other that it
does sound to me though like we are gonna get some Arkham stuff,
Yeah, I would say so.
and I would like to see that.
I'd like it to pick up
But
right where
again-
the last one left off.
In the back of the fucking police car.
No,
in the
I
hospital.
want in the hallway of
In the
the
hallway,
of
yeah.
Arkham. Yeah,
Yes
like
and no,
that.
because again, to me, that ending scene could be interpreted either way. As
I
it is
know.
real
I know
or
you
not.
like it for that, but
So I kind of
wanna-
would like the movie to still hold that. Wait a minute, is this really happening? Is it not really happening? How much of this is like it might have happened, but how exactly did it happen?
Right,
and
right.
we might be getting a filtered view of it.
I think it'll still be
whatever.
left ambiguous.
Yeah,
I
I'd
think
hope
so.
so.
Yeah,
And that again would be with the Todd Phillips and Joaquin kind of tailoring
yeah.
this character that
It's
they enjoy working
dude.
on.
The movie. The reason why the second one is getting made is because of us. It's because of the fans.
Sure.
Like, and I think
That's one of the main reasons the script was even written.
Yeah, and I think that the fact that Joaquin and Phillips are both like the showrunners and like kind of like in the front lines of battle when it comes to like this film, again, I can't express it enough. I have complete confidence like that they'll execute completely fine. I don't think anything whatever reports come out about the film, I just kind of like read and I'm like, whatever. Like I don't care. Like like I said, I saw the Lady Gaga thing. I
Yeah.
saw all that.
Now
And I just like whatever. It's gonna be good.
because we don't have the movie yet, there's always room for things to technically go wrong. Studio involvement. I don't know what the contract was like, but you can always have the studio go, well, no, we want this, and then that might be enough for either Todd or Joaquin to be like, all right, I'm done, I'm not doing it, and we don't get it.
Yeah.
I hope that doesn't happen,
Yeah.
but until we actually get it,
Might do a Pirate 6 complex on it or something like that. Yeah.
who
I
knows?
get you.
Who knows?
Yeah.
So I hope for the best.
I
We'll
think-
see once everything actually comes out.
I
But
think with
you're saying kind of ignore the articles.
Well, yeah, yes and no. Because you're right. I think that WB and DC with their like new resurgence and shit right now, I think they're starting to understand the shit that Marvel understood really early on and kind of took to heart was that it really just it's at first. Like right now, DC has not won their fans over.
Oh,
There's still, whenever a DC film comes out or content comes out, there's always high speculation about it. And that's because they don't fan service. They make their shit, they make it the way they want to make it, and then that's it. Like,
yeah.
And the people who started to do a little bit of fan service is like Zack Snyder and like that kind of shit.
And building his universe that then is now crumbling to pieces.
Well, it got kind of swiped out of under his feet, to be honest. Well,
Yeah.
to be honest, what happened was a tragedy with Zack Snyder
True.
with his daughter, and
Yes.
and unfortunately, that kind of like drove him out of that universe, and because he was away for so long, they had to get it done, and blah 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 blah, blah whatever.
Right.
But yes, so he was building a
but
universe.
even
though.
still, though, like, so all that happened, then, granted, I love the movie, Batman, Robert Pattinson, but they greenlit that to happen, and
Yeah.
now you're just stirring stirring your jambalaya up again.
Yeah.
And you have the properties like this Joker where it's like it is the Joker, but it's not the Joker in our universe where we have a Joker, and
It's
it could be a
some complete-
multiverse.
yeah.
Could be multiverse. Or DC verse, however you want to call it.
They do
You know,
call it
the-
a multiverse
the,
in DC.
the DC inning. You know, we don't know. They could pull that card if they wanted to copy Marvel exactly. I think I mean they're under different direction now. DC is
yeah,
the comics division of it.
I mean,
But-
they can't. That's the Achilles heel of DC right now. Is that in their movies they get actors like Joaquin that won't do what Robert Downey and Don Cheadle and all those other guys and Mark Ruffalo and all those other guys and gals did. It, like,
Being a franchise actor.
well, yeah, Joaquin looks at those movies as like an art piece and like
Right.
not a 10 movie deal and shit like that.
Oh, fuck.
Like
Sorry.
that same thing with getting Michael Keaton to come back and play Batman in the Flash movie, where it's like
That's never coming out.
God only knows what the fuck they did to get that motherfucker to come back and play that character.
Money, money, money.
It-
money.
well, yeah, but at the end of the day,
Islands.
it's yeah, facts.
Would you like the Maldives?
Lawsuits?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like one of the Bohemian Islands? I'm
Well,
going to.
but that's what I'm saying though. Is it's like
Give you New Zealand.
those type of actors and stuff are a little bit more like regal and more of a. It's like getting like Robert Downey Jr. or sorry, it's like getting like Robert De Niro or somebody to like play in one of those movies. It's like you know, that's
Yeah.
rare.
course.
Like I mean, it's the same thing when it comes to like Christian Bale being in a Marvel movie. Like it's like that's not like a normal thing.
No, I guess not.
It's not. I mean, him as Batman was crazy. Like, I remember when hearing that and being like, what? Like, Christian Bale's not even a big actor. Like, and then,
And
you
then
know.
he was.
Well, I mean, now, I mean, that the Nolan Batman movies, I feel like, I mean, he was huge but they made him
Oh yeah, over
massive.
the top, global.
Like,
no.
yeah.
That's
And,
it's
you
a
know.
springboard for that. Sure.
I don't want to say the same thing about Joaquin, but I do think that Joker really did skyrocket his, like,
Popularity.
yeah.
his repopularity.
Okay.
I
I'll give you
feel
that.
like
he was doing more independent things like Her and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so-
and I think that when you see Joaquin in a DC film, it makes people go, "Huh, what else is this guy in? Oh wait, he was in Gladiator? What?
Yeah, right.
Let me go rewatch that shit.
Which is that's
wait,
right
he was
when
in Fahrenheit
he was big
51.
back
Let me
then.
go. Yeah,
Right.
like
I'll
oh
always
shit, he was
rewatch
in,
that movie.
you
I
know,
love that
oh
fucking
shit, he
movie.
was in Signs. Let me go rewatch Signs.
Yep.
Like, and it just and
Swing
then
away.
you see his progression as like an actor and
And you
stuff,
see
and
all
then,
the analytics of
and
his
then you see
TV shows and
her
movies
and stuff like
jump
that,
up
and you're
again.
like, huh. Okay, I get it now.
Right.
And
This
it's not like
guy's
they're just
awesome.
reaching out
Like,
for somebody such as Lady Gaga.
yeah, and I would even say that she is, especially with seeing her in A Star Is Born. I mean, she's like right there. She's right on the edge of blowing the fuck up when
And
it
I
comes
was
to
hoping
being
you
an
were gonna
actor.
say
Actress,
Glory.
yeah.
Huh?
I was hoping you were gonna say glorious. Right on the edge
Uh,
of glory.
yeah, but I mean, she is fantastic in that movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked her in American Horror Story, but here's interesting little tidbit. I hate fucking country. I despise
Which kind
country.
of country?
Every kind. I don't even really like Johnny Cash that much, but I can get by it because it's more like folky.
Mhm.
But like that's a movie about country music,
Yeah.
and I was about it like
You're
the
all
whole
about
time.
that.
I liked seeing Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga on screen. I was like, damn, they got so much chemistry. It's crazy. And then you find out you're like, oh shit, they ended up dating after this movie. That's wild.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like one of those things that on screen I was like, dude, Lady Gaga's killing this shit. This is wild. Like you don't see that a lot where it's like musical performers just getting like
Actually
just-
into acting.
well, and I mean killing it.
Yeah,
I mean
and-
just
acting well.
right.
Acting
yeah,
well.
like
they get into
killing
acting.
it,
They
Yeah.
definitely get into
killing
acting.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
Ice-T's in Law and Order. I mean, come on.
They turned to porn too.
Ooh.
I was
That
just
is true.
joking.
Yeah, to pay lawsuits.
yeah. But yeah, so
Kim?
yeah, ask Screech. Screech
No,
from
Amber.
Saved by the Bell.
That too.
Screech from Saved by the Bell knows a thing or two about that. But yeah, so at the end of the day, I'm totally for it, and I think
Oh,
that the new Joker movie is going to be good. And you know, if anything else comes out about it, we'll be happy to
Oh, yeah.
report on it. For
Yeah,
sure.
I'm looking forward to more stuff coming out about
Yeah,
it.
me too. Me too.
I don't know. Did we confirm that the same girl is composing?
I
haven't
didn't
seen
see
anything
anything
for
yet.
that yet. But well,
not
and
see anything
that's
yet.
the other thing is that like when I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about like the music aspect of it and everything, I'm like, dude, Joker 1 is so music heavy. Like it has so much music in
Music,
it.
not
but-
vocal.
Well,
And
yes.
vocals tend to detract from.
But
what
imagine
you see.
somebody putting vocals and shit to the stuff that they had. That'd be so interesting sounding.
I'd be
like,
yeah. Well, that's how would Gaga do it?
I don't know.
Bad romance.
Gaga.
Yes, Gaga.
I don't
I
know.
fucking love it, dude.
But I'm
Lady
stoked,
Gaga.
man. I hope they do some of the same kind of music. I hope that theme I hope it
I
comes
wanted
back.
to connect
Yeah.
have the ability to watch the first one into the second one and not be jarring. I'm going,
Yeah.
wait a minute, this is now a summer blockbuster or some shit. You know,
Yeah, no, I don't think that'll
again,
happen.
yeah,
If
Todd
it's-
Phillips and Joaquin, I think will
If
control
Phillips
it.
makes it, it'll be grimy and nasty like the first one.
And just from the pictures that they've already shown, like that what we went over last week, the cover
yeah.
and all that.
It looks
Same
very
to- same tone.
tone.
Hopefully Joaquin gets back down to that weight in a healthy way.
I don't know if there is a
'Cause,
healthy
dude,
way.
I don't
It's
think
hard.
there honestly there is not.
Yeah,
That
There's
dude
not
was
a healthy
eating,
way.
an
one
apple and
I think it was a can of tuna and an apple. a
an
day.
apple, right?
That's it.
Yeah,
A day.
That's how I lost 20 pounds in a month.
how you do it?
It's called wrestling diet. Fucking terrible.
But yeah, I definitely think that they'll do that. And he's a serious enough actor
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
for what he believes in.
That's
so.
the same. That's the. You can say the same thing with Christian Bale, as we mentioned before.
Oh, yeah.
100%
the
fact.
machinist.
Look at him from fucking American Psycho to what?
The machinist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then to Batman.
Then to
like,
Batman.
Then to Batman, and then after Batman, the movie where he played Dick Cheney, where he
Oh my
put
Right.
on like 100 pounds.
Yeah. And then he's back down to fucking gore.
Right.
No, actually, after that, he's back down to Ford versus Ferrari,
Holy shit!
Mm.
Yeah.
and he
I still
and
have
he
to
looks.
watch that.
That's a good movie. That's a.
Yeah,
It
he
just falls off my radar so fast.
I'm not really even into like cars like that, but that movie that's a great movie.
Hmm.
I don't even really like Matt Damon like that, to be honest.
Damon.
Yeah, but that it's funny. I actually watched an interview on Matt Damon for GQ or whatever, and he was just breaking down like roles and stuff that he played.
This is the breakdown.
Yeah. So yeah, they're great. They're
Mhm.
really fun. But yeah, Matt Damon was talking about Ford vs Ferrari and talking about working with Christian Bale and stuff, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking watch this movie. This movie looks great.
Yeah.
Because like the scene that they showed, I was like, this looks like fucking candy on screen. It looks so good.
Racing scene.
No, it
Oh.
wasn't. It was a scene where Matt Damon walks up to a car that Christian Bale is in and they're just talking, and just the way that it's shot is just it's really colored nicely and everything. I was just like, dude, this looks like a really beautifully done movie, so I'm just gonna watch it, and I did. And I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good film. It's got a lot of like little funny things here and there, and the cars are really cool. And apparently none of the cars in the movie are actually real. They're all Miatas, but the shell of the Miata is off of them. They have the shell of the old antique car on them. So pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting. Like
we
and
can't get a pristine one of the.
guess how much one of the shells of one of those old Fords costs?
An unfortunate amount of money.
$1 million.
$15 million for the shell.
Yeah, no thanks.
You can make it out of cardboard.
The shell, dude. They said they had one real model on set one time because that
Yeah,
was
and
all they could
nobody
afford.
go anywhere near it.
No, they drove it. They drove it on set.
The one person who's allowed to drive it.
No, they let everybody drive it or whatever. Yeah, they said they let like the cast or whatever drive it.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and then I mean obviously it was like
You driving that bitch like 15 miles an hour?
Yeah, for
We're
real, bro.
So
Yeah.
Will Ferrell be like,
You can
"What's up
add-
the other car?"
You can add another
It's like-
120 mile out of that. if I get in that
it's like a bug flies into it. And you're
Ah.
like, well, that
I'm
was
not going to
$500 right
be,
there.
I'm not going to be
Right.
responsible
Right.
for anything in that car.
I will be responsible. Fuck
15
that.
million.
If I'm getting
That
in,
was-
a,
it
in, a,
was
in
cool.
a Ford GT, fly.
It's funny. They talk about the dub work that they had to do because they're driving Miatas with the shell.
Yeah.
There's no or like
Yeah,
anything like
right.
that. So it was funny hearing what
Says you.
bitch that
You ever seen an LS1 swap Miata?
bro.
That bitch louder than a
Miata
Harley.
ain't sounding
LS1
like a fucking
swap.
Cobra, bro. So
Plus ones.
anyway, so Matt
sound
Damon was talking
design?
about doing like being in the editing room when they're doing dubbing and hearing like the Miatas engine and then them adding the Ford engine and like EQing it and stuff like that and then playing them back to back and it was just like crazy to him.
Yeah.
It's like because it was like one was like one pitch and then the Ford engine and everything was literally like. Yeah, it was
Lower.
just like so
much more
guttural
power.
and yeah, it was wild.
Ding 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 ding.
It's like, damn, dude. Can you imagine that though? Like every car scene, you have to dub in audio. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot
and
what we
to
were
get that
talking
audio,
about.
you have to spend time to record it,
Yeah, for real.
organize it, and yeah.
Well, big
I
shout out
forget.
to Joker too and
Definitely.
Lady Gaga.
Lady
Yeah.
Gaga.
All right,
Can't wait
what's
to
next?
see it.
What's next honorable mention?
Rick and Morty's co-creators are doing a sci-fi FPS game.
Yeah, let's bring that up.
Looks kind of goofy.
Bring this
Did
up.
anybody see the shit on what is it called? That Bethesda's making? It's like Starfleet or Star.
Yeah, Starfield.
Lord.
It's like a No Man's Sky.
Yeah. It may as well be called No Man's Sky. We stole this shit. Sorry. That's what they should call the game. Even though you can't fly from planet to planet in game, so I won't be buying that.
Can't fly from planet.
No, in No Man's Sky, you can fly from planet to planet, do a whole bunch of crazy shit. Do
Now
all this while, well, yeah, but I mean, in their game that's coming out though, it's
you can't even like fly to the surface of a planet.
no, it's all loading screen.
Yep.
I'm not buying that shit, dude.
Fuck no.
Fuck that.
No,
Out of your mind.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're thinking.
Yeah.
Whatever. But either way,
We can do this exactly the
Starfield.
same as No Man's Sky, but we are Bethesda.
I'm not even playing. After that conference, they put up pictures back to back of their trailers, cut with No Man's Sky trailer. It's identical.
Oh,
It's
the shots that they use and all that.
Identical.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's fucked.
It's not funny.
I'm like, dude, Bethesda's such a joke now. I used
Yeah.
to love their shit, and ever since Fallout 4 came out, I was like, you guys suck.
You're in luck.
Everything.
Fallout 5.
Yeah, well, I won't be buying that. Dude,
After
Fallout
they
4,
do Elder Scrolls.
they fucking promised
6.
that Fallout 4 was not going to be built on the same fucking engine that all the other Fallouts were, but that was all fucking lie. Fuck that shit, dude. I load up Fallout 4 on a PS4 and it looks like I'm playing it on PS3. I'm like, yeah, we got a problem. This shit looks like ass. I'm over it.
You're over it.
Dude, back in the day, I used to be the biggest Fallout fan.
Mhm.
Biggest Fallout fan, and I hate it now. It's so bad now.
That's what I've heard.
It's
good.
terrible now. Terrible.
Now, the multiplayer. Well, either.
Well, they got
So-
that. The Fallout multiplayer game that came out, trash, and now they're making a Fallout
The
show.
76. that one?
Yeah, that was 76. It's just really bad, dude.
Nice. Well, here we have Rick and Morty,
Yeah.
co-creator. Yes, that's Justin Roiland. Yes. So Justin Roiland, and his development Plus Games
Xbox. Oh, it's
revealed a
revealed
new
during
comedy
that.
sci-fi shooter, High on Life, will
Nice.
arrive on Xbox XS, X1, and PC in October, and it's wild. Now, I will say, I played the Trover versus the Universe Saves the Universe
Yeah.
VR game.
Yeah, so have I.
I love
fun.
it. Yeah, it's great. So if it keeps that same humor and all that,
I've looked at a couple screenshots of this. It looks like it's on par for that.
oh, there's an actual trailer.
Yes. The one thing I'd say about this is that everything that I've seen, it looks cool. I wish it was in VR.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I could see. Now,
If they
maybe there'll
do-
be a release after.
Maybe.
Guess
I mean,
maybe
yeah, if you
depending on
make,
the reception.
If Resident Evil Village can do a third-person release of their fucking game, then
Yeah, that's right. They did.
don't even get me started on that fucking minoosh.
But this game's gonna be a first-person shooter
Yeah.
playing a human high schooler, quickly transformed into a galactic bounty hunter. Ando?
Ando!
Ando's
I'm naming
coming
my
in.
character Ando in that shit. Let's go.
Using,
I'll be Ando too.
Let's go.
living guns to take down aliens who discovered the humans are the galaxy's greatest drug. Decisions you make along the way will affect the outcome of the storyline. That's cool. I always like when they put extra stuff in there that changes
Yeah.
the story.
I agree.
And you'll have some handheld friends help make handheld friends. That would seem cool if they were VR and on both hands. And
Dude, I'm telling you.
let me.
Sounds like an M-rated Ratchet and Clank is what somebody said. That's cool.
Oh yeah.
I'm hip.
I'm cool with it.
Squanch promises a dense and dangerous jungle built deep inside an asteroid. Study of dynamic worlds. Cool. Yep. Likes the universe accounting. Which I haven't played accounting. I've seen stuff from it, and
Yeah.
it's cool. And then Wild High on Life looks similar, and it also looks the most fully fledged traditional game this developed so far. And I would say that'd be one thing with Trover Saves the Universe, that it was a very short story.
Yeah.
I beat it in a day, but
Yeah.
that was because I was also engrossed in it, and I was like, I had to keep going
Yeah.
next level, and
Yeah.
then it was over, and I was like, oh damn.
So the thing about VR games is that they are typically a little shorter.
Yeah, so and that's what we've got on. That there are some images for the audience, which look pretty cool. Other screen,
It's all good.
but yeah, so that looks pretty cool. Got little gun
Monster
monster people,
creature.
companions. Yes. Oh yeah, he looks a little worried there. But
He said there's going to be multiple ones with all of them have different personalities.
oh, that's cool. That's cool, and I like the environment looks.
Yeah.
Might be the city there.
It kind of looks a little bit like a more realistic Borderlands.
Yeah.
I get kind of Borderlands vibes from this.
And the art seems like it's kind of Troverish, but more polished.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, like
Like this cowering
yeah.
alien. Maybe. That's the original. So, yeah, it looks promising, I
Yeah.
think.
I think it looks cool. Looks interesting. I'm cool with it, man. I might check it out. Who knows? Who knows? We'll report back when we get like a release.
A little bit more once we have our setup. Play the trailers, and
Yeah.
that might have been a little
Yeah.
better. But
Yeah.
either way, bit of boop.
Audible.
Sorry.
Yeah,
You're
so
good.
that's that. We've also got.
I have one additional thing I'm gonna add in there too. I'll put it in there, but we can get into the Pinocchio stuff because I actually am really interested to hear what you guys think about this, especially with I think maybe Disney's got some competition here. Maybe
Got some splaining to do.
Nah, man, I think the Disney one looks great. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Jesus.
That comment. What's happening over?
All good, bro.
Is it?
All good, bro. It's all good, man.
Oh.
There we go. Okay. Woo. So there's our first picture there of your Geppetto and Pinocchio.
Which I am all about, to be honest.
Yeah, I really like how it doesn't look like your traditional Pinocchio.
Correct.
Is this claymation?
It's stop
Stop
motion.
motion.
Oh, okay.
But
I
like
like this.
CGI stop motion. Those aren't like actual figures.
He's getting booped.
He is getting booed. Oh my god. Oh,
There's
that's
Jiminy, and Ian McGregor is Jiminy.
What?
So,
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yep.
That's
so
cool.
I'm very excited to see this Jiminy in action. I like this Jiminy more because I feel like his demeanor in this.
A little sterner.
Well, it looks like he's been through some shit. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like he looks
well-seasoned.
like a weary traveler in this. Like he's chilling. Like, you know.
All right, yeah.
But yeah, I like this Jiminy
Not like
better.
he's just hanging out there at Geppetto's place. Like, yeah, I'm just the cricket that's here.
Yeah, he's like on a journey of his own, and
maybe
it just
he
happens
was
to
following
cross.
the star.
Maybe that's cool.
Because I thought that's what in the original. I'm hard.
Starlight, star bright.
Well, I'm trying to remember the original OG Pinocchio cartoon, and
I
didn't
thought-
he see the star and then he followed it too?
To be honest, I thought he was just hanging out outside of
I
Geppetto's
thought he was
place.
close by, but I still think he saw it and was like, oh, let me go
I couldn't tell you.
follow
To be
that
honest,
thing.
I feel like any information I disclose on that would be inaccurate.
Then we got this.
Is that with the fox and shit?
That's what I'm thinking.
I think the fox is that guy.
Which looks like the devil bot from Futurama a little bit.
Yeah, it does. It does.
But yeah, I think that looks cool aesthetically. Everything looks interesting.
Way more interesting.
I'm definitely more intrigued in watching this one than what I saw from the Disney one.
I agree.
CGI not being done or not, this looks better. I don't want to see a Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
No.
Tom Hanks looks like a fool in that Pinocchio trailer.
Yeah. It just looks, and again, I don't know why Disney did it except for maybe I don't know how Guillermo was able to do this one, but like a panic to going, people seem to be liking that one and it's not really ours, so we got to make one real quick and hopefully people will see that one instead.
Probably.
Dumb.
I mean, it looks like half of Disney's Pinocchio is in CGI, so they wouldn't have to do a lot with Tom Hanks and stuff. Be like, okay,
Right.
we got to shoot your
To
scenes because we got to
compliment.
put it in the trailer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that whole principle of like, why are you making this?
Yeah.
And the only reason I can see is to detract from this film, which is not this is our Disney friendly.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I would definitely agree with that. The other thing would be that Disney is a free IP now. Pinocchio is a free
because
IP.
of the time.
Yeah. So
Uh,
I think that because of that, Guillermo del Toro is like, yo, let me get this IP. I got a cool idea with this.
I guess if it's in public domain, then
And then
he's
Disney's like, oh shit, this is in public domain, so we got to make our own and combat that.
They lost their opportunity to do
Correct.
that remake
Correct.
movie.
They're
like
too
they've
busy
done
doing
with the
Lion
Beauty and the
King
Beast
and Jungle Book and all that, or Book of Mowgli or whatever the fuck that shit is called.
Mowgli. Book of
Yeah.
Eli.
Book of Eli,
Book of
yeah.
Mowgli.
It's like fucking Mowgli killing everybody with a machete and he's blind.
Yeah. That would be.
You
funny.
all never accepted me, you fuckers! And he's killing everybody. Anyway,
riding Baloo, but it's like a ferocious bear.
and it's just Denzel in loincloth. And it's like now Denzel, so he's like old.
Oh yeah. There you go.
Hire us to be writers. So this next thing, I feel like you're gonna get really
Oh,
upset.
I already am mad.
Yeah,
mad.
that's why I put it in there, and I didn't get a response from you, so I was actually really upset.
Oh well, yeah.
Because
no,
I was like,
I didn't have
maybe
Discord
he's
open.
cool with it.
no, not in the least.
Yeah.
Not in the
So
least.
how
And I
about
don't know
this?
I don't know if this.
This
the
is
article.
something that is happening that nobody ever anticipated
So
on.
this
and
is not the
nobody
article. It's just
wants.
this image. Because Corey sent me something earlier this week.
Oh,
about
did he?
It.
Good on
Yeah.
him. Good
So,
on him. Good man.
Supposedly,
There is.
D&D is coming back. David and Dan is who's gonna do that. furious.
No.
Why? And here's the thing, because I watched a video of somebody else talking about it too, and it's not really confirmed. But this might be a little fake hypery for House of the Dragon. It's coming up. It might get some things stirring with Game of Thrones.
I thought this was confirmed.
I don't know if this is confirmed.
Definitely think it is.
I hope not. I think
you're wrong. I think it's legit.
I can't see how HBO would have given them.
What are you talking about? Game of Thrones on HBO is like the biggest grossing moneymaker that they've ever had.
But they also received so much backlash.
They don't give a fuck. People were talking about their shit. People were talking about, and people were going back and rewatching. You know how many subscriptions they sold on that show?
I understand.
People need to know what Arya's doing in the West.
We need to know how many. We need to know how many Starbucks cups got caught in the fucking filming.
And this is a sequel where Jon Snow's going to the frozen fucking wasteland. Well, I guess there's grass.
Why?
I guess there is grass starting to grow. They did show that little poop.
But for why? There's no reason. Hey, I got a little statement to make. The ending book is not out yet. Stop! Stop! Stop!
Nah. Not gonna do that.
Bro.
And you can't have him stay there the whole time. So, where's dude going?
Oh, so you mean we'll get the prophecy in this one?
No. No, he's just gonna be traveling down to
what is gonna happen?
King's Landing. It's like, hey,
Yeah, what, dude? What could they possibly be expanding on? I don't want to see King Bran.
No,
I don't care about King Bran. Throw him out the fucking window.
Well, and that's not even what they're advertising with this. It's just Jon Snow returning in Game of Thrones.
But if he's returning,
series.
it's gotta be when. I mean, like all of those characters have to be alive.
Correct, but. Well, and see, it says returning in Game of Thrones sequel series, so it's not even saying that Jon Snow is getting a sequel series. He's returning in one.
And a sequel series indicating that we're about to see Arya in the West. And that's why they can do it.
What's west of Westeros that we don't know?
Yes. Because she did. She sailed at the end. And that
in the land of no face.
That is literally the one
going
thing.
The opposite direction.
So any time that we've talked about Game of Thrones on this fucking show, we've always said nobody wants to fucking watch an Arya show.
Well, that's where I'd be confused.
Nobody
why
cares.
They wouldn't have said Maisie Williams to.
Well, but that's what I'm saying is like if they get Jon Snow back, what'll be happening is what happened in the last Game of Thrones series where it's telling his story, then they flash over to her and do her fucking dumb shit for an episode and blah, 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 blah. Stupidity because no source material exists and they can write whatever the fuck they want and it doesn't matter. So
but
great.
The book doesn't match the show. That was the fucking point.
Exactly. Yeah. They're Lord of the Ringsing it.
Yeah.
They're Lord of the Ringsing it, dude.
When is that out?
Dude, why
September.
did Martin greenlight that? Why did Martin go, yeah, that's a good idea? What the fuck? Bro.
But see, I don't know.
Finish the book.
That's it. This all of this does not have anything to do with his work. So they might again, like Rings of Power, only have rights for certain things, and you can only make up things with certain characters. And
bro, nah, I'm looking at that shit as like a J.K. Rowling thing. Like he's made his own wizarding world, and they have to go to him for that. It has to be like that. If it's not, then I'm a fucking bum, and I'm just wrong. But I'm thinking, I'm like, no, dude, Game of Thrones, that is his. Like the name Game of Thrones is his, right?
Jon Snow sequel series in development at HBO.
There you go.
That's from the Hollywood Reporter.
Again, in development doesn't mean it's made yet.
Cringe, dude.
Kit Harington is reportedly on.
You know
board
how
for
stoked he probably is. You know how depressed he got after
Game of
Thrones. Well, not
No,
after
when,
Game
when
of
he
Thrones.
learned what was happening, he went into
got
a
pretty
drinking
bad.
problem.
Yeah, he went. It was pretty
This
bad.
one from Polygon says Jon Snow set to feature in a sequel series.
So is it going to be based around Tormund?
That was from
Tormund Giant's
Polygon.
Bane.
Dude,
He shall court.
Apparently, Esquire has the release, the series plot, cast, and release date.
Go fuck yourself.
yeah. There's no way. There's no way.
That's clickbait.
You really thought HBO would leave Jon Snow alone after the finale? Yes!
Yes. 100%.
It were supposed to.
100% leave him alone.
HBO just HBO like,
Hashtag
pulls,
leave John alone.
It pulls George R.R. Martin into a room and they go, "You see what had happened was we got Jon Snow and we're gonna need you to greenlight this." and George R. Martin is like, "But I haven't finished the book yet." But George, it's been 30,000 years. When are you gonna finish it? I don't know.
No.
Okay,
See,
greenlight it.
That's the other thing is like they've sent him so many requests for doing it, but like, he's been so busy with everything he's worked on that he hasn't responded. And they're like, "Dude, he's not responding. Let's just go ahead and make this anyway. He'll
He's
never
not
know.
gonna know.
He'll
He
never
doesn't
know.
even
He don't
know
watch
the
fucking
fucking-
TV.
Yeah, he finished the book 5 years ago. He can't find it. It's fine. Wait, he's not gonna remember.
Our drive crashed.
Yeah. Yeah. We're under HBO and Warner Brothers, bro. We'll deal with the lawsuits.
Right. We'll pay him off. We'll make
Yeah.
enough in returns and Funko Pops. Don't worry about it.
George R. R. Martin is
Yeah,
like,
this
I was
article is,
writing Elden Ring too.
That article on Esquire is a crock of shit.
Yeah, of course. There's nothing on
It
this.
Got the
says,
release date.
Yeah.
well, no,
good
I was
luck.
gonna say sequel series plot, cast, release date. That's all of your speculation thrown into one fucking 3-paragraph article. Suck my ass.
Wow.
Nah, fuck that. So
It's speculation.
what I'm getting
It's
out of
literally
this,
what we just talked about.
Yeah.
What it could do. Follow Arya and Sansa, and what the fuck happened to him because he
Sansa
found
sitting
out.
in the fucking
Because they found out
court.
his name is actually Aegon Targaryen. Fuck off.
They
Yeah,
find
they-
another set of dragon eggs. And then
They find the home of the dragon, and it's then How to Train Your Dragon 4.
or Arya sails to the west, right? She comes across a shy, and who is waiting in a shy other
It's in
than
Momoa.
Hang?
and his fucking shooby sandals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to the land of shadows.
This really
The land
scares
down
me.
under.
This
Fucking
New
Tom Dicky.
England and Memblender.
this shit really scares me.
Get you here, get
Yeah.
you here.
I'm not for this.
I mean, dude, you could, even if you put it into a different, to the past or before the events of Game of Thrones, you could have a whole goddamn Dothraki show of the struggles of a cow fighting another cow, all this just set in the same world, and it'd be better than hashing up these old
Yeah.
fucking characters.
Hey, Victorium, how are you? Thanks for coming in here and
Hey,
joining
hey,
us.
hey.
Oh,
We're just talking about Jon Snow returning in Game of Thrones sequel series right now and how much we hate it.
Pains.
I'm going to vomit.
I am still looking forward to House of the Dragon, though.
Me too.
I want to see how that works
That had
out.
source material, so I'm looking forward to it.
It did.
Yeah.
It did. So, what they do with that. But this whole, we're just making up our own stories now.
Holy shit!
Jesus,
What is
Victorium, gift and subs.
I've gifted subs, dog.
Holy moly! Wow, Victorium, you are such a legend.
She just passed Matt.
I just saw that. I just saw that happen.
passed Just Ravaged in the top gifted spot.
You
dude.
are now the top gifter.
Get it.
Wow. What an
Get it, get it, get
achievement.
it.
What an
Yeah.
achievement.
That's huge.
Wow. Thank you, Victorium.
Appreciate it.
Wow.
Now, Victorium, can you do something about this Game of Thrones thing? Because
Yeah.
We
Because
need
we
some
need this
help.
not to get we need this not to get funded. Yeah, when it comes to
Defund
this
the
kind of
HBO.
stuff, I'm very wary on anything in regards to extending the series that ended. I don't want it to happen. I don't think it should happen. I think that House of the Dragon is warranted. I mean, it's before everything.
Yep.
I think you could do. I'd even be so. I'd even be interested in them doing a sequel series with none of the returning characters, and they just make up their own shit, and it's just brand fucking new, and that's it.
Give me the time
I would
the White
rather-
Walkers were there before.
Even
If
that,
you're gonna
whatever.
fucking do some shit.
I would rather them do something where Jon Snow, Arya, all those people, they're not there, and it's the west, what's west of Westeros, and it's just that.
And Arya shows up.
No.
See, I wouldn't
No.
want. I don't want west of Westeros because it's not written about.
Right.
Do something in Essos. There are so many cities, and
That's true.
every you could go to. Oh my God! Now it's been so long since I've gone into the depths of Game of Thrones, but you could go to Karth. You could go.
Yeah.
Karth was fucking crazy too.
Oh, there's
Especially with all those
Yeti.
fucking
You could go to
weirdos in there.
There's
Woo.
I have a whole book at home that like it gives histories and stuff on these places that we never see.
Yeah.
And
You
you
mean
could,
like the underground trading system, like they were doing
in
when they were-
Volantis? Like
Yes,
yeah,
dude.
dude.
when they were fucking trading all that info and like all the fucking little spies were in that shit.
Yeah, you could
I'm
do
here for
all
that.
of like Yunkai, all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's
I'm cool with Karth though, 'cause Karth had some weird shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you had the wizards.
Yeah.
Tap it a little bit more into that. Well, they're all
Well,
dead,
they'll-
but
they'll
again,
then-
let's go beforehand.
They'll
And
then find Dumbledore and then everything will get fucked.
yeah,
I don't know, man. I'm not keen on a Jon Snow returning to Game
I don't
of
want a
Thrones.
Jon Snow series.
No
one wants a Jon Snow series.
well, even still, like you.
I don't
it's-
wanna-
it's-
Besides
don't
a
wanna-
fucking reporting company that thinks you want one, and we don't.
I don't want a
Fuck off.
sequel series. I don't want a sequel series.
I don't
That's-
want it at all.
Or
So-
I don't want a connected sequel series.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
right.
that's fine
Like,
with me.
dude, you could have a sequel series where, like, again, you're in one of the lands in the east or whatever, and they can talk about the events of the White Walkers and maybe have some like misconceptions of things that happened. And
Yeah.
She said
and
give
all
her
this.
a Drogo coming of age. Not even that.
Yeah, right. Oh shit.
I mean, not of him, but that whole fucking
That's
tribe.
what I was saying. Like you
Yeah,
have
the
a whole
Dothraki
Dothraki
Great.
thing.
The
You could do a
Dothraki are
Dothraki.
crazy.
That'd
Yep.
be cool.
Yep. And you have different
What's
cows
that?
meeting.
Do they have to make up a language for that, or is it an actual language?
It's a made up language.
It's a made-up language.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah,
George had made some writing in the books,
Yeah.
I think, and then they took that and extrapolated a whole
Yeah.
language on.
Yeah.
No
But
shit.
yeah, it's pretty cool. The
Yeah,
guy
it
that
is
did the
pretty cool.
languages, he did Valerian too, and
Yeah.
he's a language expert.
Did you guys know that the people who did the prosthetic effects for the Night King in Game of Thrones and stuff did the same effects
Dave Vecna.
for they did for
I can see
Vecna.
it, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah,
100%.
same. But
Speaking
they-
of Vecna, I have the fucking Hawkins High School's hat on right now.
that's
Bingo,
true.
right
Shout out
there.
to
I
Hawkins
said out
High.
Stranger Things, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, they also did the burn wounds and stuff on people in the HBO show Chernobyl.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Good prosthetic.
I need to
people.
watch that.
Did you see the video of Vecna getting his stuff put
Yes.
on? And all that?
I was just
Holy
for Vanity
fuck.
Fair.
I don't
Yeah.
know if it was.
It
Vanity
wa-
Fair.
I think
saw
it
a
I
was
was
YouTube
gonna
Vanity
say
short
for
with
me,
it,
I
but-
was just watching one where they literally break down each part of like applying it to him. And
this
stuff
this
that.
was like a short like a
Yeah.
hyper last video that
I'll
I
link
saw.
you this video because it's like 25 minutes. It's really good. It's really.
I just
good.
like the whole like sped up watching him sitting there in the chair
Yeah,
and then putting
they
the
have
things
some of
on
that in
and-
there. They
all that.
apparently the actor who
6
plays
hours
Vecna, like
later.
while they were like applying the prosthetics and stuff, his process of like getting into the character was like he would be playing like really like heavy like death metal and shit like that, and he would be like his character in the show. And then like as the prosthetics were getting applied, he would like start like murmuring shit to himself, like his like lines and everything. And everything. They what? Yeah,
He's just
yeah.
sitting there.
They have a shot that I just watched in one of the videos, but it's like the camera like is like coming out, and it's you see him have the prosthetics, and he says like one of his lines where he's like, "I've killed everybody you know," or something like that. And apparently, he would like make them get off of him so he could like do that, and he would like keep doing that as they apply like more
More
and more and
pieces.
more. So it just and apparently to the actor, it felt like Vecna was becoming
Adding
The
more.
more
lightning
pieces
strikes
to
and
'em.
actually molding into.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's kind of fucking cool.
Yeah, dude, it is. Yeah, it's very interesting watching like that creative process happen. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Props to them.
but I hope that those VFX or prosthetic effects guys don't come back for this show because I hope it never gets made for Game of Thrones sequel.
Bingo.
So yeah, there you go.
Agreed.
Bingo, bango.
Let's move on to something else because I'm gonna get depressed.
Well, that's gonna
Jesus.
depress you even
Come
more, so we
on,
can't go
bro.
into that.
Ezra
No.
Miller's
I mean, we
entire-
can talk
no,
about
dude,
Ezra Miller.
It's so shitty of a human.
It's
fucking being.
very bad.
Let's get
we'll
into it. Why not? I mean,
Literally-
we already talked about Lady Gaga
Literally
and
him
Harley
grooming
Quinn.
a 12-year-old in
Uh,
a basement.
What?
Yep.
Wait, what?
Open
You've
this
never.
link.
This is exactly
What? I'm.
the girl that he was with down in Hawaii. He has known since she was 12, and it was basically grooming her to be with him.
What? No, dude. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, dude?
Oh, that's.
Oh, dude, no.
Yeah.
Nope. It's not good.
Okay. All right, let's get into this.
Why aren't Amber Heard and Ezra Miller just like together?
Because she's older than him.
And Ezra prefers children.
Yes.
No.
As legal issues continue to arise for the Flash star Ezra Miller, the actor has apparently deleted their Instagram account, and there are reports that a court attempting to serve an order against Miller is unable to locate them. The actor
It's on the internet, bitch. Bullshit.
The actor is experiencing legal issues in Hawaii, Massachusetts, and North Dakota that include accusations of violence, psychological intimidation, and other forms of misconduct. It gets crazy. Just the ripping karaoke mics out of people's hands, minimal stuff.
That's like
Minimal stuff.
flicking somebody in the nose.
And yeah, so supposedly deleted the Instagram account right before posting some memes about like kind of you're not gonna find me type. I disappeared. Can't find them. So them. Let's see. The actor's verified Instagram account vanished this week, and apparently so has Miller. According to the LA Times, an Instagram representative confirmed the account was user disabled this week. This is happening just days after the North Dakota tribal court issued a protective order against Miller due to the allegations that Miller had groomed an 18-year-old beginning at the age of 12. Other social media users have begun reposting the images Miller allegedly shared to their Instagram before deleting it. Pictures include quotes like you cannot touch me, I am in another universe," and lengthy paragraph about Miller shielding themselves from negative people and their ill intent. Now I gotta scroll on both. Yeah, it gets. So the most recent accusation comes from attorney Chase Iron Eyes, wife.
It's North Dakota.
Okay.
Sounds like
It's
superhero.
the tribe. Okay,
Tribal.
makes sense.
Yeah, tribal.
Chase Iron Eyes and pediatrician Sarah Jumping Eagle. I was getting confused, but we're good. Who are seeking protection for their child, 18-year-old non-binary Dakota Iron Eyes. The couple is accusing Miller of psychologically manipulating, physically intimidating, and endangering the safety and welfare of Dakota Iron Eyes, according to the report of the LA Times. Reports say that the two have interacted several times over the past 6 years, including Dakota's parents allowing them to fly to London with Miller for the Fantastic Beasts premiere in 2017.
Yikes.
During this event, Miller allegedly tried to share a bed with 14-year-old Dakota before being stopped by a chaperone. Red flags should have. Dakota's parents have been working for months to get Dakota to leave Miller so their child can be their beautiful individual self. Dakota has been spotted with Miller multiple times, including during the actor's vacations in Hawaii. So, while all the video. In Massachusetts, the Daily Beast reports a 12-year-old non-binary child granted an order of protection against Miller. The court incident apparently unfolded at a game night in February at the home in Greenville, Massachusetts, about 40 miles from Miller's ranch in Stamford, Vermont. The social gathering was hosted by a friend of friends with. Miller was allegedly wearing a bulletproof vest. When a conversation about a board game went awry, Miller apparently opened their jacket to reveal a gun. Witnesses say Miller screamed at them and later apologized for the outburst. The actor would continue to contact the family, interacting with the particular June. So yeah,
This
this
motherfucker
this
is just a
isn't
piece of
touching. This
shit,
isn't
dude.
giving us the whole thing. I've seen another article that had like the actual quotes from what the lady that was there saying, and yeah, I forget which game it was. It might have been Rummy or some kind of. It was a board game, but said something. They said something like, "I'm getting ready to play with my tribe" or whatever. Now again, these are Americans.
Yeah.
So then Ezra said something like, "Do you know the cultural implications of said game and where it came from, like in Jamaica or all that?" And it just all spun out of a fight of Ezra claiming that they're culturally appropriating this game, Jamaica, because Native American, and then proceeded to flash the gun and all of this with the 12-year-old all being there and all that.
Okay.
I don't know how this continued past that, but that was when the child was young.
There's more?
I mean, that to the extent that's what I know about. We have
Okay.
Miller's legal issues started in March when he was arrested in Hawaii. We know about that. He was set to appear in court after he was thrown through a chair into a woman. Hawaii's Big Island. Miller's legal trouble
Threw
began
a
this
chair
year.
at
The actor
somebody.
made headlines for the altercation in Reykjavik, Iceland. Variety, Miller grabbed the woman by the throat, ground. So yeah, it's just been multiple things. This is just kind of the last thing piling over.
Wow.
Miller is set to star as the Flash in the upcoming DC movie coming out June 23rd, 2023. We'll see about that.
Yeah, right.
In April, after Miller's
See if we can
original
find him to
altercation
do
in
his fucking
Hawaii, there
lines.
was a Rolling Stone report saying Warner Bros. Held an emergency meeting to discuss Miller's studio, and that was just with the arrests, nothing to do with the allegations.
Dude.
Apparently,
Come on,
the report
Get it
says
together.
consensus was to pause
It's not gonna happen.
projects. Miller future Flash is clear. Actor is
course.
known for appearing in all three Fantastic Hanging the Balance. Secrets of Dumbledore. I don't think Secrets of Dumbledore's performance has anything to do with the allegations or them continuing.
Holy shit. Wow.
So
That's crazy.
Yeah, heavy
I'm
stuff.
very surprised you hadn't heard about that.
Heavy stuff.
No, I mean, I don't know. I haven't had really a lot of time this week to like dive into like
I think. Oh no. I think it was
that's
just yesterday or day
crazy.
before yesterday that I heard that stuff.
Same.
Well, I can tell you this, that dude's career is ruined. And
Yep,
I mean,
Well,
especially, I
it's
mean,
non-binary.
their career.
oh fuck, my bad.
I know.
I mean, I wasn't
But
really
that's-
gonna
that's
correct
part
you.
of
No,
it.
but-
no,
This whole story
you
is-
should correct me.
That's part
on
of this
that.
whole story, though, is that they are non-binary and they were essentially grooming this 12-year-old who's now
Yeah.
18 who identifies as non-binary. And the question is that because of the
His
relationship
grooming,
and
yeah.
the
Probably.
grooming?
Absolutely.
Damn it, I just fucked up again.
Based on that, so that's what's
That
going
sucks.
on in Flash World.
Unfortunate for Ezra Miller.
He's a piece of shit.
Hey, dude, get it together, man.
Just a piece
I
of
mean,
shit.
like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
I don't know, and it's been so long now too. It's not like I don't know how many others. See, that's the other question. How many
Yeah.
others do we not know about? Because that was
Everybody
6 years
non-binary.
ago. Wow, yeah.
It's a joke.
And bees.
I think, yeah, that's,
It's unfortunate,
yeah.
and how it can be this star that is held in high esteem and celebrated for who they
Also,
are.
imagine on being on a fucking reservation and doing this shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't know, but that
I
was
feel
another thing
like
too. With
Native
like,
Americans would literally just send a hatchet through his fucking eyeball.
Well, no.
Their eyeball.
yeah. You'd think.
Trying to do that to my,
You'd think.
at time, I believe, daughter.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think they were claiming to be non-binary at 12 years old. I don't think they would know what that means yet.
Well, right, and then
To
you have
be
the whole.
honest, this was also
they were
6 years
trying
ago.
to sleep in the bed with them when they're 14 at the
14, right.
Fantastic Beasts.
In 2017.
Had to, luckily there was a chaperone going. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
I'm surprised there was a chaperone.
And how did this not come out then?
it's probably a lot of please don't say anything about this, blah blah blah, and
And if you
blah,
do,
blah,
I'll
blah.
shoot you.
Maybe.
Yeah. No,
Anyway,
but Ezra was
let's-
saying that
yeah.
there one of the quotes that Ezra had said to the parents is, "There's going to come a time when you're going to realize that you don't have control over them, and I'm the best one that around that can help them." So you'll.
I
you'll
bet you
see
are,
that, yeah.
buddy.
Right. So that's the update on Ezra Unhinged.
Yikes. Yeah.
I was gonna make
Ezra
make a segment with that Ezra Unhinged. Then he was gonna hinge down. I didn't have enough.
Oh yeah. That would have been cool.
Yeah. See what else we got.
So,
you got that. You got that.
The Thunderbolts movie, I mean, we don't really have to get into it. There's not really too much on it.
I'm very confused. We kind of brought this
It's-
up last time.
It's Marvel's Suicide Squad. That's all you
No,
gotta
I
know.
understand, but Thaddeus Ross, Thunderbolt Ross, is no longer with us. The actor. So they're going to recast.
Probably.
But like he was prominent in the Hulk movies and in some of the Avengers stuff. So
I don't know. Man.
and did you notice? Because we went over that big ass list last week.
Yeah.
This wasn't on it.
No, it's not. I don't think it's going to be released anytime soon.
I don't know.
No, I think this is farther in 2023. This is
All
next.
of that was just 2023. What we saw.
No, that was 2022 into 2023.
It still seems like a lot.
Oh yeah.
It looks like a lot.
No, it is.
I
It
saw that
is.
as like
It
4
is.
years of stuff.
It is.
That's a lot.
I think that's at the fifth. That's the fifth
At the
year.
fit, at a fit.
At the fifth.
And so then the other thing there was
This, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't give two fucks about.
You don't care about Wonder Man?
No, I don't care.
Wonder Man? Yes.
You know, Wonder Man,
I just don't give a
the
shit.
hero of bread.
Bread?
Yeah, Wonder Man. This is
What's
not
in a
even
Wonder
it.
Ball?
Whatever. You don't even want to.
It's one of his products too.
So yeah, Wonder Man.
It's basically just, hey, Marvel announces Wonder Man show. Cool.
What is that?
Like, it doesn't. It. Who cares?
Well,
I
one
just-
thing that I had seen is there's speculation will White Vision show up in that show.
What?
I don't-
Why?
Why I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I didn't-
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I guess
Maybe
because
they're buddies.
well, but like we were looking at last time, and what show would it seem appropriate for him to show up in, and really didn't have anything there either.
No, we were kind of grasping at
But
straws.
it has to come back at some point. It
Yeah.
can't just like, oh, you go.
Yeah, I mean, Vision is still a pivotal character. He's snoring.
Out.
She's fucking out.
But yeah. So who knows? It's just that's the thing that's happened.
Yeah, Wonder Man show. Who cares?
Wonder Bread.
This next
Give
thing
me
I
potato
have
roll,
watched, but
man,
this
and
is,
I'll be hyped.
This is just something I like. You can bring up. We can watch it or whatever, and I just want to talk about it because it's cool.
What?
No.
Oh,
The noise.
Okay.
So this is like the newest like league champ that they announced on Friday. She looks really cool. And I'm excited. I had to bend over. Pause. I wish I could do that. Just like
Yeah.
walk over the water. That'd be cool.
All you gotta do is become Red Hood.
Facts.
Use your soul energy.
All right.
She looks
I
dope,
like
dude.
the hopping around.
Yeah, yeah, she looks awesome. So she's like a skilled based support player,
Mm.
which so she like pretty much aids the team to get the kills. Like, she's one of those heroes that, like, her whole kit kind of relies on like stuns and stuff like that so that other players can get the kill.
I see.
Like, that's her objective.
I mean, it seemed like she still dealt damage there.
She is.
Okay.
She is. They call that, in this game, they call that peeling, because you're peeling the health bar down. That way the ADC can kind of just hit them one time and get the kill.
She looked like she was holding her own pretty well.
Yeah, she does. Check this thing out, though. Very cool. Very, very cool.
Ugh.
So that's like one of the newest League characters that they just announced. Yeah, there's very cool though. They put a new character in recently. Her name's Belveth, and she's like, they have like this whole like lore behind this certain group of people in the game where they're all like Lovecraftian kind of creatures.
Mhm.
And she's one of them. She's supposed to be like the queen of them and stuff like that. She's really fucking awesome, really fun to play. But they're doing this thing called a Void event, which each event that they have is like where they come out with like new comics and lore based upon like a story that they make up and everything. And they've been building up this story for a long time where there's these void beings on the earth that people are holding them like at bay.
Mhm.
And now that this queen of the void is there, she's kind of like unhinging all of that. So I think that new character is going to be one of the people who is fighting against them. So I think that thing at the end, this is all speculation.
Hands or
obviously.
the
The big like
big monster.
octopus thing. I think that is a Watcher, which is one of those creatures from the void that is. Yeah, they're very much like Cthulhu based.
seemed like it.
Yeah, some of them look very much like Lovecraftian beasts and stuff like that. But she looks really cool. Looks like she's very high energy in that lane, which is not common in like that role that she's supposed to fill. That role is very like sticking with like the damage bringers and stuff like that. Like you're kind of like aiding them in battle, like the healer kind of.
Do different characters move different speeds and such?
Yeah.
'Cause, it looked like she was
She's
bouncing
zipping
around
yeah.
pretty quick.
And I think her like weapon that she has, where it's like that water whip sword
yeah.
thing. I think that has a lot to do with that, where she can or she like tangles you with that and then pulls herself towards you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, something like that. Which she seems like a good like displacement hero, where it's like you attach yourself to the enemy, kind of displacing them and having them be like, oh shit, what is going on? And then your damage bringer kind of steps in and just like fires at them while you're doing that.
I could also see if you were kind of like branching out, doing two different advances, because there's different lanes, right?
Sure, yeah.
And you're like, oh, I need help over in lane
Yeah,
A, and then like
easy.
that person's gonna bop over there.
Yep.
Bop, 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 bop.
100%. Yeah.
Keeping things at bay while the medic comes over or whatever.
One really cool thing about that character is, and I know I'm talking about League, nobody gives a shit, but I get it. But one really cool thing is they don't really have a lot of skill-based support heroes in that game. They have like, I want to say like 3 I can think of off the top of my head, which is like Blitzcrank, Thresh, and Nautilus, which they're all kind of in the same thing, where they have a ability where they kind of like can pull you in or they pull towards you, like they can throw themselves towards you. So it's really cool to see them put another hero in there where, you know, they're going to be in bottom lane helping out, and it seems like they can actually do a lot to help out, which is awesome.
Yeah, I mean it's better than having a useless character.
Yeah, and I mean some of the support characters that they have do kind of feel like they are a little useless if you don't know how to use them. She will probably be that kind of character because she seems, again, she is a skill-based support, so if you don't know what you're doing with her, you're just gonna die all the time. Feed the enemy team. But yeah, I just figured I'd bring that up just because it's something new, and I don't know. I watched it on my stream and everything. It's exciting. It's fun.
Cool.
I like it. Yeah, whatever.
League.
Yeah, League
Lovely.
stuff.
Give me Arcane Season 2.
Yeah, for real. Arcane is such a good series. That show is on Netflix, Mike, and it's a animated show based on the lore behind League.
I've watched 5-10 minutes.
Oh, okay, cool.
And nothing, because I liked what I seen.
Yeah.
There was when I was watching that, there was so many other things. I forget, The Witcher. That was when I was starting to watch The Witcher too.
Yeah.
So I watched a little bit of that. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get into that, and then I started watching The Witcher,
Yeah.
and that took over. And then we
Arcane
went
is
from there.
awesome. Arcane, so I took a break from League for a little while, and then Arcane made me come back and play League just because I was like, oh man, like I fucking love these characters, man. It's so cool, and just getting to play them was, in the game is like, oh yeah, you're by, okay, cool. Whatever. I think I'm probably gonna end up streaming today. It might be like half League and then half Fall Guys or something. Fall Guys is just hilarious to watch. It's so funny. Have you ever seen that or anything? You know anything about that?
So Fall Guys is where it's a whole bunch of people playing, and you're trying to get.
Yeah. You're just trying to get to like the end.
Yeah. I've seen it.
Yeah, it's very funny. Some of the shit in that game, it's just like I'm like, how do people come up with this shit?
Like the physics of it, how things work.
Like just like the level. I'm like, dude, there was one level we played last night where you have to like break through these doors, and then there's these pipes. There's like two or four pipes, and you just choose one and you go in the pipe, and it's like like all around the map and shit, and pops you out some other place, and you're racing against everybody. You got to qualify and everything. It's funny. Like I mean, when me and Jordan were playing, we were just laughing while we were playing and everything. I mean, there was courses where, I'm trying to get through. It's like the first course. I've never played it before, and I'm like, fuck, man, I can't do this, and I don't qualify. And then Jordan makes it all the way to the finals. I'm like, Jesus Christ,
Jordan.
Yeah, I made it to the finals one time last night, and it was that remember the hex
The floors.
Yeah, where you're on you have to like jump on them and stuff.
Mm.
People don't do that no more. They don't jump on them no more. They just run the whole fucking time, and then you're falling through, and everybody's just running now. You remember when everybody would just
it was a
jump on
strategy.
each? Yeah, not anymore. Nobody plays it like that anymore. If you play it like that, you get left. You get left up top, and then you just fall all the way down. Everybody's like just running around. So basically what level I'm talking about is like, it's like a final level. So there's only like 9 contestants like playing this level.
Uh-huh.
There's like, it's a big like hexagon, and then there's a bunch of little mini hexagons that are all, there's like
Ears of them.
Yeah, there's like
Kinda
7.
like where you would fall to a car.
Yeah, kind of like that. But yeah, so it starts, it drops everybody on the first floor, and you have to run around, and each time you touch a hexagon block, it goes away.
Uh-huh.
So you're trying to like strategize and run around, and everybody's doing the same thing, so the floor is falling for everybody, and so you fall to the next one. What everybody used to do when this game first came out, because this is an old level, is everybody used to fall, and then they would boop, 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 and just jump on each block.
And it would disappear.
Yeah, so every time it would take a lot more time. Nobody does that anymore now, though. It's like, so like when the things fell, everybody just started running around everywhere, like where I was. So everything just started. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So all these nerds like are cutting me off and everything. So, and there was one section of the thing that like nobody touched. So I said, fuck that. And everybody else fell, and I just was going boop, boop, boop on top there. That strategy didn't work though, because once my shit was clear, I'm like looking down on my camera. I'm like, Jordan, I don't have any retail like where I am. Like it's all gone. Everybody ran, and so like as soon as I draw, I just and I just fucking got eliminated. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Left your ass behind.
And like 4 or 5 people before that got eliminated, so I was like third. So I was like, man, fuck you, dude. It was some stupid little watermelon.
Still remember the hot
A guy
dogs?
in a watermelon outfit.
Stupid
Yeah, he
watermelon.
fucking won. He had a pot plant for like a pot as his bottom half, and then he was a watermelon on top. I'm like, fuck you, watermelon ass bitch.
Water
Hated
pot.
that. Saw one guy though have a costume in that game where he was Sonic. I was bugging out. I was about to like find this person and message them and be like, where the fuck did you get that shit from? It looked hilarious. And they even had the face, like, because the face was like in the chest of Sonic, but they had it colored tan, so it didn't even look like it. They had a face on it, just looked like Sonic was just running around, fucking. It was
The
hilarious.
game was always a good time.
It's funny. It's what's really fun is when
You know why it was
you're-
such a good time back then is because there was nothing to play.
That's true. That's true.
We
There was nothing.
we
to play.
ran through so much and was like, I'm
Yeah.
not fucking playing this
Wasn't
game.
it around the time of like the Among Us and
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was. Yeah,
I think Among Us was just barely after.
yeah. Among Us actually ended up getting bigger than Fall Guys, but
It's still pretty fucking big too.
Fall Guys
pretty sus.
Fall Guys was pretty crazy. I mean, when it first came out, it exploded, and I mean,
You know why?
because of Tim the Tap Man
And
all those
Ninja,
guys. Yeah,
and
I know.
Courage,
I know they were
and
all
Jack.
playing it and everything.
not Jack, and fucking Lupo.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still.
And it was mainly because Tim could never fucking qualify.
That's true. Yeah, and then being like, you'll get your crown eventually, buddy. I have like 37 crowns or something like in my inventory, so that was cool. But apparently it's free to play now though. You can get it free anytime you want.
Didn't know you had to pay for it.
Yeah, it was like
I think it
$20
was-
before.
I think it was like $20.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot, but they've added a shit ton of content. You could do duos now, squads. You can do a bunch of shit where you're like on a team and racing. So it's like your team wins the final thing.
Okay.
So it's pretty cool.
Everybody on your team has to finish before the race is finished.
No, I think it's as long as
Whoever's
one person finishes the race, like at the end, and
Yeah.
if they do that, then your entire team I think wins, which is
Definitely Cal and Ricky Bob.
cool. Yeah.
How about
But-
I win for one?
Yeah, for real.
Can't be two number ones.
Yeah.
That make 11.
Yeah. Fucking but yeah, so that was
There's
fun.
a cougar in the car. There's a cougar in the car. Put it there. Fucking Ando, get this cougar out the car.
Goddamn Ando.
But yeah, that's all I got.
Good times.
Yeah, it was good times.
Go.
Fun shit.
What's it
Fun
on
stuff.
Steam? Blizzard?
Steam. I think
Steam.
you can get it on Epic as well, but it's free.
Nice.
So it's free. You don't have to pay for it. Everybody go get it. Play with us.
Hell yeah.
Oh, guys. Ando.
Yeah, it's funny.
Fall Guys, Ando
Yeah.
series.
But yeah, I don't know. We got anything else?
Not other than pod racing.
Facts. We
Not
need
other
to, we
than
need
my
to get
fucking-
hired.
Microphone was muted when I was doing the goddamn entire
Ando.
Ando fucking
Yeah, we gotta
time.
bring back that Ando. Mute that microphone on Ando.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right.
That's
I
it.
annoy
Well.
myself.
I know.
Cool. All right. Whatever. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you guys next week.
Victoria said that all the subs are for Zoe Cuddles, by the way.
There you go.
Good.
You
Good.
get all the cuddles.
Yeah.
You get all the snore sessions,
Yeah.
too.
He was like,
always
yeah,
huffs and
that's right.
puffs. Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
Why the
Awesome.
fuck did you wake me up, Dad?
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
Hey. She's a goon.
What a turd.
She's funny though.
You turd burglar.
So other than Kenobi and last episode and
The boys.
well, yeah, then we'll have the boys episode 6.
Yep.
Miss Marvel episode 3.
Yep.
Blech.
Potential.
I think that's
Potential blit. Probable
Right?
blit.
Yeah, and then by the time you know it, by the time Miss Marvel's done, Stranger Things Part 2 will be out.
It's correct.
Well, I got
July
3
1st.
days before fucking Dr. Strizange comes out.
Oh, that's
We'll have
right.
to talk about that, too.
definitely-
Yeah.
Definitely
wanna
excited
watch
to
that
rewatch
again.
that.
Yeah.
Did you guys see it in 3D?
Yes, it was
bastards.
great.
It was
Does
very.
anybody have a
good.
3D TV I can borrow?
Not that you can borrow, but I have one.
Yeah, that movie was absolutely fantastic in 3D. It was worth every cent.
Is it still there? Or is it out of theaters?
It's probably out of theaters now.
Ball sack noodles.
Yeah, it was really, really good to watch in 3D. So,
Well, darn.
also I've heard, without getting into too many spoilers, but I've also heard that Charlize Theron is in the boy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
She apparently had to talk to Marvel about it. It was like a big thing.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, join
Why?
a show that's
Don't worry about
making
it.
fun
I can't explain this to you without spoiling something major. Just take.
Spoiling Strange?
Nope.
Spoiling
Just
what
anything.
then?
Just anything. Just leave it.
I
Just
know.
leave it.
I can't explain it to you without spoiling everything. So
Everything
Charlize.
about what?
I'm not
wrong.
telling you because it'll
It's
spoil.
it's not going to spoil anything if you don't tell me the.
Yes, it will.
Not the fucking meat and potatoes.
No, I'm just gonna leave it at that.
I can't even get a title.
No, I don't want to spoil it. I'm sorry.
Well, what?
Exactly.
If you're talking about Strange, then yeah.
Okay, well then there you go.
I said
Okay.
if you're talking about Strange, I don't know.
Thank you. She's being a turd. And now guess what? I still have no information.
amber
So didn't
turd.
spoil anything.
No, whatever. Either way,
Fucker.
yeah. But that's what I had heard that. So I was like, oh shit.
That's cool.
That's wild.
It's wild. Cool.
Yeah.
guess, I
Well,
don't know.
all right, talking to not
Charlie's
that you
going
would know
wild.
if I'm talking about with boys now. If it's this season, next season,
No, I think it's this season.
that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, like that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Is like I read the article and I was like, what? I was
Yeah.
like, she's in that, and then I was like,
Let's say I have yet to see her.
well, yeah, I don't think she's
Yeah,
in
no,
there
no,
yet. I
no.
think
Okay.
she makes an appearance though, and
Hmm. I
was
wonder if
like,
it ties over to season 4.
I don't know.
We're getting close to the end, and for her just to have a little pop up type thing, well, it could. You never know.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
so I'm
Yeah.
thinking that it may have been okay because it was
Just
in the
a Yeah.
same realm of
Same realm.
well, no, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
I do.
But yeah,
I
yeah. So I think that's why it was okay.
Gotcha.
Link me the article in 3 days.
I was gonna say, I was like, no, if I link you the article,
yeah,
then, it
then
will
you'll
spoil.
know. Yeah.
Motherfuckers, that's
No,
why.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
man.
Good thing you let me continue my.
if
Yeah,
so
it did
if
cut
you
you
watch
off.
Strange on Tuesday, you'll get what I'm talking about.
No, I won't because I
You
don't
will.
know what the fuck Charlize Theron's even supposed to be doing in Strange or fucking Boys.
You're right.
Neither
and
do
you still
I.
won't.
Yeah. So
Thanks. Now I gotta go to work with a clusterfuck
You're
in my
right.
brain.
cool.
Charlize Theron popping around in
I
there,
mean, she
zipping in
can-
and out. You
You
know,
can pop in her.
Yeah.
In her Eon
like
Flux
just like
fucking outfit.
Basically.
I know. Yeah. Hello.
Basically.
Okay. Y'all piss me off.
Fun.
Just saying.
Have
yeah.
fun.
It's not fun.
I mean, it kind
Well, have fun.
of. Yeah,
fun with it.
have fun with the.
Yeah,
that.
I'll get right the fuck on that.
Well, again, it's Tuesday, so well, I'm not gonna be here, but
Sure.
I mean, if we want to try watching it, and then how would we do that? Just sync up and
We all go on to Disney Plus and then just do watch party on Disney Plus.
yeah, it's like there's like a group
it's
watch.
yeah, and then it allows
It's
you
not
to
a
invite
watch
other
party
people.
like Amazon, but through Disney, it's like a group watch.
Yeah, so we could all watch it like
Cool.
Yeah.
together.
I would
I'm
be
down.
I would be down for it.
Yeah, me too.
Sure.
I really enjoyed
Well,
that.
Tuesday
movie.
I don't get home till about 8:30.
Fine with me. I'd be getting back to the hotel around anyway 8:30.
Yeah, Tuesday. I mean, I cool with that. Whatever.
Yep.
Wake up.
Be sweet.
Don't wake her up.
It will be unfortunate. I have to watch it in the hotel room on my iPad or
HDMI to HDMI, that motherfucker.
Those TVs suck.
They do.
Yeah, I probably will be watching it on my iPad.
Why?
Because that doesn't work.
We have fucking 17 computer monitors downstairs.
Doesn't look the same.
Oh really?
On my one monitor, it looks the same, but I feel like sitting in my office chair that I'm sitting in for 8 hours already during the day.
Understood. I'm gonna regret the no 3D.
I know.
Well, get over yourselves. I haven't even get to watch
that
it.
shit was some elitist type shit. That was dope.
Yeah.
That was really cool. Seeing that movie in 3D, we were questioning we were like, did we like that movie because it wasn't 3D more? Like, you know what I mean? Like, did we like it?
I
more
mean,
because
dude,
it was
the cinema
It looked
experience with not just the 3D, but with the sound and everything
yeah,
like
it was
that.
awesome. It was really good.
Again, portals be ripping, and you'd be like, "Yo,
Yeah.
I'm about to get sucked into this thing."
Yeah.
How smush faced were you guys watching this?
I-
Did that play into anything?
No.
No, I mean that we just had a good time watching the movie, and it was made very well in 3D. Like, there was
Yeah, it wasn't your
it was
gimmick
very
3D.
subtle. Yeah, it
No
was
Spy
very subtle.
Kids.
It was not.
It was not
Kids.
Spy Kids.
Yeah, yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed it. I'm excited.
But yeah,
And that Avatar trailer in 3D was
Well,
insane.
yeah.
Intense.
What are you talking about? Most famous hat in current shows. Name it.
your hat. Fucking hot.
Yeah, I mean, what?
I don't know.
I don't.
I have faith.
In
I
what
think.
current show? There's a million current shows out.
What? It is.
And
Yeah. All right. We'll see y'all
All
next
right,
week.
what the fuck
everybody.
you're talking about?
We'll talk more about Kenobi and everything, Miss Marvel, all that shit next week. The boys. I gotta watch the entirety of season 3 so far.
It's not hard.
Yeah,
You know-
I
I was gonna say,
I
you
didn't
know-
think it would be.
You know that because
Yeah.
it's the fucking boys.
Right. I'm all about it.
Just dedicate 5 hours. That's it.
It's not that hard. I just one episode a day.
I know.
This week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chill.
Well, yeah, I mean, because it'll be 6 on Friday.
Oh, on Friday. Yep.
Yeah. It'll probably be probably more episodes a day for me.
Probably.
You'll get it done. I got faith.
Yeah. I've heard it's really good, so I have no
It
yeah.
is diabolical.
It's fucking diabolical.
Yeah. I can't wait.
Diabolics.
All right, everybody.
Alex.
Enjoy your Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers, and we'll see you guys next week.
Hell yeah.
Peace.